Hey, everybody. We'll see you in 2 minutes here. Excited to be with you, and see you in a second. Hell yeah, everybody. Welcome on in. It is a Saturday night. We are about to watch, Vin's probably one of the worst preseason games. It's actually a regular season game. But we have bought plenty of foods. We have got our liquid deaths in hand. And, man, Vince Quinn is going to take the handle tonight because I got to say, between him, Barney Pearlstein, our own Coach Gary, Taylor Cradatis, an incredible job this week, as it was absolute hell at my house. As somehow I tested negative for a week straight, and unfortunately my partner, my life partner, my one and only Carrie, got caught up in probably what everybody else is getting caught up in here too after the holidays. So I appreciate everybody hanging in, and Vince, incredible job this week, man. Vince has been crushing it and been keeping the ship afloat, and you're gonna have to keep us afloat again tonight because I'm just like you and everybody else. Like we're all very lethargic, and we should be about this game. I think the Eagles roster is too, and probably gonna see a lot of those 11 DBs on the practice squad to see if they've got any moxie tonight here, my friend. I appreciate you being here as always, pal. How are you?
Yeah, I can hardly recognize you, John. It's been a whole week. It's been a whole week. It's like, who is this strange man? I feel like I see you basically every day. So it's been very strange to not see you over these past couple of days, but glad you're doing well enough. I mean, the same way I'm like well enough right now, and family's doing well. And I hope everybody's doing well out there because obviously it's hell right now. I mean, it is just like everybody you know is dealing with something positive or negative, whatever's going around. It's everything going around. So it's been a complete mess. And obviously looking at this game today, like one of the things is going to be the COVID list and who the Eagles aren't playing, which is most of the team.
Everybody, literally everybody.
Yeah. So let's start with this, right? Because this is one of the most interesting storylines of the whole game. It's how much does Kelsey play today? Because I think it's very interesting that the Eagles have this game. Everybody notable is on the COVID list. You've got tight ends, safeties, linebackers, offensive linemen, defensive linemen. The one guy out of 12 guys that gets activated off the list is Jason Kelce. He has the consecutive started game streak, and it feels like they put him on the list, and then he was like, guys, I'd like to keep that streak going. And they were like, yeah, Jason, let's activate you. So suddenly, 4 days after testing positive, 4 days, he's back, and he's going to be starting this game. So, is this he starts, he does a snap, he walks off the field? What do you think we see from Kelce today?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just like, hello, go out there, wave your helmet, take a knee with Gardner Minshew, and then just walk off the field and be like, all right, I wanted to be here and all that other fun stuff. And you guys even talked about that in the podcast this week. Whoever puts it together, maybe it was the coaches, the GM, the owners, everybody just going, why don't we just go through this and we won't have to get tested for 90 days because of the new protocols and all that stuff that's dealing with this. And that's what we're seeing tonight. I thought it's a good call. You don't have to go through this ever again. They're one of the only teams that it did. And I thought Gary made a great point. If it was the New England Patriots that had done this, it'd be the greatest move of all time. But because it's Nick Sirianni and this mess of a team making the playoffs and backing in or whatever you want to call it, it's just whatever. So, but I like this. This is smart. The only thing I don't understand is you should have no special teams at all tonight. Aaron Siposs has been amazing. I believe he's going to get close to almost 20 or 25 punts inside the 20 this year. Jake Elliott has been back to his all-pro Pro Bowl self.
Yep.
What's the point? Why on earth would you ever want to go into the playoffs without a punter or a kicker that's been doing great all year? That's the only stupid small thing, but
wow.
if you're going to pull everybody, pull everybody.
Okay. No, I like that, though. It's such an interesting take because, nobody talks about the special teams because they're just not fun or sexy, but those guys have been awesome this year. You're 100% right. Those guys have been so good. Aaron Siposs has been a god this year. I mean, really, it's been since Donnie Longball,
Yeah.
The whole, what was it, Connor Barwin with the Donnie Longball boomed that thing that they used to play all the time at WIP. But, thinking about Siposs and the way that he's played, yeah, God forbid they pull a hamstring. I guess when it comes to putting guys on the COVID list, they just didn't want to bother. They're yeah, these guys it's low risk. I guess is how they see it. But no, you're right, man. Those guys have been phenomenal this year. And that is the weird thing, though, right? Because obviously we got a lot of stuff to catch up on and things to get into, but thinking about this COVID list thing, it really is brilliant because think about it today, too. If the normal practices when you're throwing a game like this, you're going to get your guys, they're still going to be on the active roster because they have to be, So unless you're saying they're because if they're hurt and they're inactive, all right, fine. But you can only promote so many people from the practice squad and whatever. When they put all these guys on the COVID list, you can just put up all the practice squad guys. Doesn't matter. So now you get that whole other extension of the team. You're adding 11 guys to this team. I mean, that's a whole starting offensive, defensive unit. You're adding all of that. So
great move.
Yeah, it's a brilliant move. It really is incredibly smart for them to do that. So now that they execute it like this, you get all these backups that we haven't seen. We don't know who any of these guys are. Gary's big on John Hightower. So we'll get a look at John Hightower today. Maybe he catches a ball.
Which I still can't understand why. I mean, I know it's an old take of his that he's held on to for a very long time. He's just God damn, there's just something about him I can't, Gary loves bad players. Much I think we all have a small little thing in it. DeAndre Carter's my guy. It's the same way. I'll always believe that he's a superstar wide receiver. He just needs to show out a little bit. But, yeah, I mean, it's a perfect opportunity for all of that. I mean, hell yeah, if John Hightower has something, you got dual threats or somebody that could step in. God forbid if Quez Watkins, or as Vince likes to affectionately call him, the new Hank Baskett. You have some backup speeds for a run just in case. Get these guys' legs going and stuff like that. However, I don't know what you're going to really make of anything on the offense at all, considering Gardner Minshew's going to be here with this hem-haw offensive line. So I'm kind of with everybody else. I just hope this goes quickly. Apparently, though, and this is coming from Twitter, Vince, is very interesting.
Okay.
John Machota, I always correct me if I'm wrong on that last name, does a great job with The Athletic and follow him all the time. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones on the Fan, just on the pregame show, he expects Dak Prescott to still be playing in the fourth quarter. We're going here to get better tonight. the best we've got are going to get on the field, and they're going to be on the field for a long time. What on earth is going on in Dallas, and why do they put so much emphasis on this game? Like, to me, that says panic. You are worried. You are so worried, as the great Barney Pearlstein just speaking his praises. Speaking of which, is joining us here.
Rager game
might be a Rager game tonight. Yeah, if we see him deep into the fourth quarter, we know he's in the doghouse there too. Eagles are going to get the ball here first, Vince. So I know we're coming up on that in just a second. As Vince is going to carry on the play-by-play here, yeah, this is going to be an interesting game just from the sheer like clown car I believe it's going to be, and I'm excited for it. I'm glad everybody else is joining us for it too.
No, this is going to be a complete clown show. But yeah, like the main thing is going to be tracking Jason Kelce and how many snaps he actually gets versus Dallas, who's taking the complete opposite approach. And that's what's funny about this. Like, you might look at this game and go, it's not a big deal, and they don't have a whole lot to play for. And generally, you're right. But you talk about Minshew's trade value. Could be a really good night for that. And if they win, dude, if they win this game is going to be hilarious if they win this game, because you bench everybody. The whole world knows it. Minshew plays this game like he's nodding. He's ready to go. This guy wants a starting gig. So if he beats Dallas, who's trying for 4 quarters, this is going to, Dallas is going to totally melt down, man. It's going to be awesome.
Man, and Stan City here Cindy, excuse me, on YouTube just going for Bounty Gate here. We want no Bounty Gates here.
Bounty Gate?
Yeah, they will embarrass themselves here, as I know we're getting the kickoff underway here, Vince. So I'm going to let you take it away, and hopefully as we – oh, God, look at 62 just walking on the field. Look at him.
And hopefully he walks right off after this snap. Just Cal Ripken it, baby. That's all it is. We just need a Cal Ripken. Just come on out, do one snap, salute the crowd, and walk the hell off the field. That's all it's going to be. So we will keep you updated on that. It is now officially 122 consecutive starts because he's gotten to the line of scrimmage and he has not injured himself. So let's see what happens. They're starting 5 wide. Okay, first snap is going to be 5 wide here. Gardner Minshew in the shotgun. And let's see. Oh, a little stunt to the inside, and Minshew has to move around some pressure. And he throws a shot downfield.
Yes.
Oh, dude. Okay, they're out for blood today. They're out for blood. And there goes Kelce. He's off the field.
That's it. One snap.
Yes. Cal Ripkened it. Let's go. Oh, that's an awesome thing. Dude, John, how great is that?
That is phenomenal. Thank you so much. Just pissing off Jerry Jones left and right. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. This is great. This
is what it's supposed to be. And this is like the organizational differences, right? Because one of the things I put out on Twitter earlier today, Zeke Elliott, $18 million at running back next year. Eagles right now, 3.5. So a lot to talk about there in just a second. But first, we get a handoff to Kenny Gainwell, goes up the middle, doesn't go anywhere. So now we're looking at 3rd down. It's about 3rd and 9. But the early signs of this are so interesting because that's Minshew going down the field on an aggressive first down when you know that Kelce's getting out on the next play. Yes. So very curious decision.
Yeah, these guys, Minshew doesn't give a fuck, man, and neither should this offense. You should go up, and this is Minshew's opportunity to go be a starting quarterback. You're goddamn right he's going to take this seriously.
Oh, yeah. So here we go. Minshew in the gun, and it's 3rd and 9 here, by the way. So Minshew in the gun. He's taking the snap. He's got really good protection. Kenny Gainwell just leveled a guy on the support block, and he throws a terrible ball, and it deflects off of a Cowboys defender who should have picked it as the easy as could be, and it bounces into Devontae Smith's hands.
Unbelievable.
Oh, yes.
Dude, this is a great sign. This is a great sign for an embarrassing game for the Cowboys.
Oh, my God. That could not have been an easier pick. That was such a terrible pass by Minshew. It was nowhere near the intended receiver. But here we go. Eagles in the no huddle here. Minshew rushing to the line, 15 seconds on the clock, and he takes the snap, and it's a quick fire to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, I think. Who is it? Let me get it. No, it's Rager. Okay, I saw the teens. Hard to tell. 18, 19, far side of the field. It's hard to tell. But, oh, my God, what a terrible pass. Unreal. Oh, no, actually, it was a little underthrown. And Smith just had a good reaction and caught that tip ball in the last play. So just okay, little weird, but everything worked out.
By the way, Vince Quinn, we forgot to mention at the top, but it was only 38 yards for Devontae Smith to break the record.
Yes,
just need 5 now. Just need 5 more yards.
That's part of it too. So they're going to try to feed Smith, and they're going to try to get him off the field as soon as possible too. Yep. Sirianni totally gets it, man. That's totally a locker room thing. 100%. Minshew in the gun again. Now he's running for his life. He's got he's got a pursuit on the back end. He falls out of bounds. Little awkward as he runs out of bounds there, but he gets maybe 4 yards. And that's the thing. Minshew's got enough speed. He's not like super fast. He's not going to overwhelm you, but reasonably quick and able to get a couple of yardage there. But
there's no way he's actually 6'1", right? He does not look 6'1". He looks like he's about like 5'8".
Yeah, every NFL listing is wrong. I mean, every single one. Like, it's amazing how often all these guys lie about everything. But, hey, whatever. It looks good on the trading card or on your Madden profile, so there's that. Minshew in the gun again. Eagles run the heavy formation, by the way. Tyree Jackson is your starting tight end in this one. He's going to get every snap at tight end. Him and Noah Togiai, who's been up and down off the practice squad, and they like him as a developmental prospect as well. But Jack Stoll's not in this game. Dallas Goedert's not in this game. So we'll see if Tyree Jackson does anything tonight, which I would love to see that guy catch a touchdown. I just want something to get excited about with him. Give me some production. I get all the training camp hype. That's one thing, but you just want to see it actually translate on the field. Right now, 3rd and 3 for the Eagles. They did just get a couple of yards on the last play, and we got some motion across the field. Remember when they didn't run motion? That was fun. Handoff to Kenny Gainwell.
First downs, though. Yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
Gainwell going off the left side, and that was a huge hole. So this is the Eagles' all backup line, which is the backups to the backups, and great blocking. And that hole is massive, right through the guts.
They're too good, man. The depth, like, this is funny enough because that's Andre Dillard moving people off the line there, brother. Like, this is
Oh, man. Here we go. Eagles again. Minshew under center for this one. He's handed off to Gainwell. He's got room on the outside. He's going around the outside. He's going to get a first down on the carry, about 12 yards, 13 yards from Kenny Gainwell as Andre Dillard and Sua Opeta are taking it to the Dallas Cowboys right now. This is awesome. The Eagles start on their own 25. They take a shot down the field on the first play. Couple plays later, they hit it to Devontae Smith and some tempo here. Minshew in the shotgun. He's going to hand off to Gainwell again. Gainwell's going up the middle, and he finds a hole, and he gets about 5 yards on the carry. 2nd and goal for the Eagles from the 5, John. This is ridiculous.
Dude, if you can get Kenny playoff Gainwell going, this is going to open up Boston Scott and God bless Miles Sanders if he can get back in time. But hell yeah, man, this is good. Oh, is he hobbling off?
Oh,
God
bless
off
the field. Right.
Tell him to shut it down.
Well, yeah, let's see what happens. I wonder who they've got activated. Is that – oh, my God, Greg Ward and Jalen Reagor in the backfield. I wonder if this is because Gainwell just got hurt or not. So we'll see what happens with all that as I grab a bite of pretzel. Fake handoff and a shovel pass to Tyree Jack. No, is that Tyree – is that Togiai? Richard Rodgers? Oh, my – I forgot he was on the team. Of course he's on the team. If this is not the most Richard Rodgers game of all time, I don't know what is. Wow. So, okay, they do a little shovel pass underneath the Richard Rodgers, and, that's a lot of crab dip. Oh, yeah.
Wait, crab dip on a pretzel?
Yeah. It's pretty good.
We're going to have a talk about that in the offseason.
Chef Scott's going to yell at me on the text line, I'm sure. But I'm sorry, Chef Scott. It is what it is. Eagles, 3rd and goal. They're at the 3.5 right now. You got some motion in the backfield. Reagor in the backfield. Huntley on the field. They do the shovel again, and it's the Tyree Jackson, and it's a touchdown. We're up 7-0 on the opening drive, and Dallas is surely melting down. Oh, this is awesome, dude. I can't believe Mike McCarthy's stunned on the sideline.
Yo, so true. This may be the best first series on offense all season. They really just want to make the Cowboys miserable, and I love it. Fuck yeah. How demoralizing will this be, Vince Quinn?
Oh, this is their worst nightmare in the best way. This is exactly what we talked about, dude. I can't believe this right now. This is absolutely fantastic.
Dude, that's what they tried to run in San Francisco when it looked all weird with Zach Ertz. So to Barney Pearlstein's point, no, they wouldn't make the playoffs if Zach Ertz was still here because that was executed beautifully to tight end number 3 or 4.
Oh,
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, dude, that conversation with Barney earlier in the week, if you guys missed the pod, by the way, talking with Barney about whether or not Ertz would keep the Eagles from being a playoff team because basically they traded Ertz, and then 2 weeks later is the Lions game. So you trade them, you play the Raiders. They wanted to run in that game early. Sanders gets hurt. Then you play the Lions, you run like crazy, and they're an elite running team. It was like, oh, Barney's on to something here. So,
yes.
yeah, I crazy.
No, that was a great call, man. I felt that very much so, just as much as I'm going to score. I mean, like, I didn't expect it to do this early, but here we go. It's time to start celebrating this game because this is going to be really fun to talk about. Thanks to our friends over at Liquid Death. Thank you for tuning in, as always, to Bell and the Birdmen here. LiquidDeath.com/Bell gets you free shipping on these beautiful cans of Liquid Death, 12 of them in the box, and, 16.9 ounces of greatness. I have missed this so much. This is going to be my first sip of Liquid Death in a couple of days because we ran out of the house.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. That just soothes the soul. It really does. It's almost better than chicken soup. Really. I would choose this over chicken soup to make myself feel a little better.
Now, let me say this, John. You could make chicken soup with Liquid Death.
Absolutely.
There is a water base.
And by the way, because now that my dear Cora is of age to start drinking a little water, we've hit that 7-month mark. She's a Liquid Death baby. She loves it. First, that's what I'm saying. I was like, how about you've had the tap, you've had all this stuff, now get a whiff of this. And just fantastic. Great people supporting the live stream, supporting all this. And it's one of the best ways that you can support us just by going to liquiddeath.com/Bell. Get your lips on this water, folks. It's fantastic. And it's
so good. It's so good. I actually already, John, finished the first can. I will get another one in a couple of minutes. But for now, if you're just joining in, I would love for you to just talk all the shit in the comments. Let's just talk all the shit.
Yes, please.
I mean, my God, they just ran down the field with all of their backups and Gardner Minshew. Kelsey came in for one snap and walked off the field. This was the perfect start to this game. Like, it legitimately could not have been any better. This was the best start they could have had.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't just – it was back-to-back shovel passes, and Dallas just stood there.
Sirianni was smiling. They cut to Sirianni on the sideline. He had a big smile on his face. That was right now. He's still smiling about it. He's like, holy shit, we're just fucking taking it to him. Oh, God, unreal. This is so good. This is such a good start to this game. We'll see what happens on the defense. But.
It's sticking out, and I like you said it, Nick Sirianni gets this. He gets it. He gets the, it'll never be the fuck you, Buddy Ryan type of deal because that's still my favorite era of all the rivalry and all that stuff. But he gets it, man. I didn't think I'd say that all year, but he definitely gets this stuff. So the stickers on the visor and
the
saying,
shirts,
fuck you, I'm going to beat you with my backup offense is a nice way to do this.
Yeah, I mean, because think about the shirts too early in the season, and he got ripped like crazy, and he was trying too hard. But like that was Brandon Graham's shirt, for example. He makes money off that. It's good for him. Like that was all stuff that was good for the players. Ultimately, he's never going to do that again. But I get where he was coming from. Now, first play for Dallas. And we got a lot of backup linemen on the field, which is what it should be. Oh, my God. Ryan Kerrigan might have had a tackle to start this game. We're really off and running. So we should have done an over-under of Ryan Kerrigan tackles in this game and whether or not he matches his season total tonight, which he probably will.
He better, man.
He damn well better. That's true. So they ran to the left side with Zeke there, who's making $18 million next year, and it's hilarious. And they got about 4 yards on this, so we're looking at 2nd and 6. Dak's in the shotgun. Do we get a false start already from Dallas? If they're getting a false start.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, but yes, it is. It's a false start. Dude, I am so ready for the implosion. I
Looks like y'all need some more fucking work, huh?
Yep, you do. You do. You're going to get it in the offseason because you're going to have that first week exit. Oh, my God. What an embarrassment this is so far. Okay, so now we're looking at what? It's going to be 2nd and 11 here. Dallas is in the shotgun. And they're going 5 wide. All right. Hey, yeah, they're getting aggressive here. So Dak's in the pocket and goes to Amari Cooper, who, by the way, is making like $22 million next year. Cooper gets tackled. Gain of 5. So we're looking at 3rd and 5 right now. But, man, I mean, what a crazy start to this game. And, by the way, something I want to get into in a minute here, John. We'll get into it more after this play. But Jay Ajayi, who did retire today as an Eagle. Part of the Super Bowl run, was an honorary captain today. I want to get into him in just a minute. But for now, we got Dak in the shotgun. And 4 wide this time. He's got Zeke with him in the backfield. Eagles sending a blitz. Look at Jonathan Gannon getting a little frisky here. And pass to the outside. And is that Wilson right there? Yep. All right. So they got a first down. That's a first down for Dallas. And they got not a huge gain there. I want to say like 10 yards on the play. Let me get a full look at this on the replay.
Yeah, not a huge gain, just a first down. No big deal.
10 or 15. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy, but they do get a first down on it. So nice play. Dak got it to the sideline, and it was a really good grab. There's not a whole lot you can do on that one. So that's good offense. Dallas under center here, getting pretty quick with this one. Outside the CeeDee Lamb. Ooh, CeeDee Lamb breaks a tackle and then tried to make a cut and fell over. That was if you're a Dallas fan, that was a scary moment for a second. Looks like he's all right, but this is what's going to happen, by the way, looking at what this game's going to be. Slay's not out there. Like Carey Vincent Jr., I believe. Is it K Vincent? Carey Vincent? I think it's Carey Vincent.
Yeah,
either way.
Vincent. Yeah.
Yeah. Vincent is all that really matters, if you ask me. He's out there at corner. So, yeah, CeeDee Lamb burned him right there. He got about 10, first and 10 for Dallas. Again, Zeke up the middle this time. 4 or 5 yards. I want to say 4. So we're going to be looking at 2nd and 6. So they're moving the ball. They're doing some tempo, which is desperation loser stuff from a starting offense. That's the best. Like, they're the best scoring offense in football statistically. The best. They're the number 1 scoring offense in football. And they have to run tempo against backups in a Week 18 game because they're down 7-0. Like,
yeah,
this is just.
I can't identify one person on the Eagles defense, by the way.
Yeah, it's brutal, dude. I mean, look at these guys out here. I think Marlon Tuipulotu, who's like a 5th round, like late defensive tackle, he's getting some love out there. Who else is out there? Yeah, Ryan Kerrigan's been getting some snaps. It's just there's nobody out there, dude.
And like this is probably more. I don't know. Like if Kellen Moore is struggling against this right now, what's a I don't know, a team that wants to hire him as a head coach going to think?
It doesn't help. So, Kelly, could you explain this game? No, I'd rather not. Next question. 3rd and 3 for Dallas right now. Dak's in the gun. He's doing a quick fire across the middle. Ooh, it bounced right off of Wilson, and it went up in the air, and that was almost picked off by the Eagles. That was almost picked on 3rd and 3 due to a miss. Well, it was actually a decent throw, just a poorly caught ball. And the Eagles, though, Dallas is going to have to punt. Unless they're going for it because, like, it's a tune-up game and all that stuff.
They're going for it. They should never punt the whole entire game.
I hope they go for it and they miss. That would be the best. Yeah, here we go. They're going for it. All right, 4th and 3. Let's go. Dallas is at the Eagles 34, by the way. Yes.
Defense. Come on, you fucks.
Here we go. Handoff, or Dak fakes the handoff. He's dropping back in the pocket. He's throwing it over the middle. It's an easy completion. I mean, God, Amari Cooper on a drag route across the field. And there, whoever was covering him was just nowhere remotely
Vince,
close.
like, does Amari Cooper need work? Like, what the fuck? That guy's going to get hurt if you sneeze on him. Like, I mean, whatever. Throwing caution to the wind here. This is silly if they're thinking 4th quarter.
Hey, I mean, you got to keep up with Minshew, man. This is the ultimate test of greatness, is keeping up with Gardner Minshew in a Week 18 game where he's throwing to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside and John Hightower. We're going to run shovel passes to the tight ends 15 times today. So that's the kind of game we're looking at. Dallas under center on this time. Dak's directing traffic. God, this is so embarrassing. Handoff to Zeke Elliott. He goes up the middle. Or is that – no. Oh, not Zeke. Okay. Corey Clement gets a carry.
Corey, finally the real Cowboys fan is on the real Cowboy team now.
Get him. Get him. Yeah. So Corey, he gets a handoff. My dad
calls and defends me on radio stations.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I remember there was a time when I was working shift as a producer at WIP. His dad called in and demanded to get on, and like he didn't really have anything to say, and I was like, "Nah, sorry, man. Like I'm not just putting you on to just pump up your kid. I'm not doing it." So I actually hung up on Corey Clement's dad once. So there's that. Let's see. Outside Quincy Wilson, and he just cruises into the end zone. The secondary, our reserve secondary is god-awful. I think that's the lesson we can take from this, is just they are not equipped. Or Cedric Wilson. I keep saying Quincy Wilson. Cedric Wilson.
Same difference.
Yeah, it's just wide. I mean, like wide open. So I don't know what the Eagles are exactly. Oh my God, the corner got clocked. But they're trying to run a lot of man coverage and like disguised man coverage is what it looks like. And I don't know why you would try to do that with these guys, man. Keep it simple. Don't give Dallas anything. Whatever. Jonathan Gannon, a whole different issue. But Dallas gets the touchdown. We're looking at a 7-7 game now. I will say this, John. We're looking at like preseason football and trying to get this going as quick as possible. Right now, there's 5 minutes left in the first quarter. We're at like 20 minutes of actual time right now.
Yeah.
So they burn 10 minutes of clock in 20 minutes time. That's amazing.
God bless everyone on that. Yeah, see, that's maybe there's a little wink of like no punts, no field goals, and that's just a way to keep it even, Steven. Everybody just agrees we're going to work on offenses. You're going to light up our second and third string guys and give you a little more confidence. And I bet you Mike McCarthy even gave a courtesy phone call that will or something like that. That's just. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm also baffled. I'm seeing that now. How is that not offensive pass interference?
He clocked him. I mean, it's like
unreal.
That guy got rocked. So that's fun. Yeah.
Cowboys fans are freaking out because are in positivity after that drive. Good for them.
Oh well, yeah, they can get excited about that. Losers. So let's do this, John. Let's talk about Jay Ajayi for a minute because again, Jay Ajayi, who just retired. And they had him as an honorary captain today, which is a great move. I mean, Jay Ajayi, for what he did for the Eagles, man, what a great player. What a great player. I mean, how he gets him out of Miami. They trade a 4th-round pick. Was that not the trade of the year? I mean, that guy was so good for them. And to get him for a 4th-round pick, I mean, one, it's exactly why you never take running backs in the first round. It's why Howie Roseman always knows what he's doing with these running backs, and you trust him. Jordan Howard cost nothing. He was like a 5th to get here. He was basically free. They've got him for, 4 years now? 3 years now? He's been an Eagle? Like, that's crazy production. He doesn't cost anything. Kenny Gainwell now is late. Like, that's what you do with all this stuff. But Jay Ajayi and his value to that Super Bowl team, man, like, what a player, what a time.
Yeah, I was reminiscing about that today because our good friend Brian Coulter, great follow by the way, if you haven't already, Phila B Coulter, Coulter, I had told myself, and you got to remember too, this was late October. This wasn't in not everyone was on board for the Super Bowl train, but I told myself because this was just after you and I were down at Delaware Park Casino to see that Carolina.
Yeah, that was the game.
And we're
dude.
like, all right, that's great.
Game.
And I said, if this general manager, if Howie fucking Roseman trades for a running back in the middle of this season, that means that he believes they're going to go on a Super Bowl run too. And so when that trade hit, I freaked out. I go, oh my fucking God, they're going to go on a run. They're going to load up. They're going to load up because they think they can go and do it. And I was praying so hard, just go find a guy. And the whole rumor was the degenerative knee surgery, and that was going to go away, and or whatever was going on down there. And obviously it ended up being true and gotten worse. But yeah, they don't win the Super Bowl without Jay Ajayi, and they don't obviously clinch that first seed without him either because they needed him for the Raiders game. They need him for all that stuff towards the end, and to contribute like he did in the playoffs was phenomenal. To get Nick Foles comfortable, just awesome that he was an honorary captain today.
Yeah, no, it was really awesome that they got him. Now, here we go. Second drive for the Gardner Minshew-led Philadelphia Eagles. Pressure in the pocket. Minshew's navigating it pretty well, though. He's trying to step up. Oh, man. I mean, so Minshew gets – I don't know if you're going to call that sacked. I would say he gets tackled for no gain is probably how they're going to rule that one. But Minshew, I mean, drop back, he had like 3 guys on him. I mean, it was deep in the pocket, maybe 8 yards back. He climbs his way back up, and it's not enough. So 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. But yeah, Ajayi was so great because he was one of those guys that off tackle, to have the power and speed that he did, he was just perfect, man. I mean, LeGarrette Blount was that guy, like that really physical, punishing guy. And Ajayi was the perfect complement to all of that. I mean, he was just such a fun player to watch. And here we go now. Jalen Reagor taking a ball and going to the outside, and he runs sideways, and he doesn't gain anything. So
it's my favorite play.
Yep, the bit continues. But, yeah, and they don't win a Super Bowl without Blount either is completely right there. So thinking about where everything is with Ajayi, you know who I think about a little bit, John? You know, I think about a certain Marlon Mack. Marlon Mack
that would have
with
been
the
nice.
Colts. I mean, I'm just saying similar running styles. Like those guys, power, really good to the outside, not exactly like sweep guys, but off tackle guys. And to be able to go off tackle, right off the guard, have that power, super valuable thing. Marlon Mack, crazy underrated. Now he's got a whole year to recover after I think he tore his Achilles last year. So having that whole extra year on the bench, he's going to be nothing, and he better be here. But right now, Gardner Minshew rolls out and throws to Tyree Jackson again. So Tyree Jackson, who gets a touchdown on the first drive, right now, Minshew tries to feed him, and incomplete.
You know what's crazy is just like I believe that they're going to try and make Tyree Jackson the new Zach Ertz role, except they're flipping it because Dallas Goedert, is obviously that TE1 that everybody's been hyping up for a long time. So I actually think they're going to make him Zach Ertz next season, and I can't wait to see that.
Oh, it'll be awesome, man. I mean, for him to get another whole offseason and to get all the reps, whether it's Hurts, Russ, whatever they end up doing.
Injured.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah, hopefully to not be injured. I mean, he's been one of the few injuries on the team this year in terms of guys that you thought would play a role. And so for that being the case, you take it. You know what I mean? Like you take that in a heartbeat. No disrespect to him. It's just, wow, the team's really been healthy at a lot of key spots. So anyway, Eagles are going to punt on this one. So they punt it down the field. Dallas is going to be starting on their side, and we'll see where everything goes. But for right now, they do have pressure. Like Dallas has been playing a little bit of desperate football to start this game, and it is quite comical. Now, as we've been talking a little bit about running backs and Jay Ajayi and all that different stuff, I want to throw out a trade of some degree to you, John. So one of the hot topics, because like we haven't had the chance to talk this whole week, really, you know? So here's one of the fun storylines that just popped out, I want to say yesterday, 2 days ago. Christian McCaffrey, John, who the Panthers drafted, like 10th overall just a couple of years ago, like a pretty high mid-round at the very latest first-round pick just a few years ago. Panthers are considering trading him. Yeah. Yep. I can't even ask the question. I don't even have to ask the question. You're already laughing. Yeah, you're out.
Well, first and foremost, where the hell did this come from? Because it just popped up and everybody's starting to talk about, like, where did they might be interested in trading him or whatever that is?
I saw a Bleacher Report tweet that was going around, but I don't know if they were quoting somebody because you know how all of it is. It's a cycle, man. Like one person reports it, and then everybody else like re-reports the report, and they try to take credit. So it's just who goes viral re-reporting the report.
Yeah, but that's strange to me. But even let's assume that's true or whatever. Like, good lords, the Carolina Panthers got rid of Joe Brady, and now they want to move on from Christian McCaffrey.
Yep,
and to me, that tells me Matt Rule's going to get fired next year because they don't know what to do. No one knows what to do. They don't have a quarterback, and it sounds like it's miserable over there. I tweeted this when you put it out on Bell and the Bird. You can follow this there on social, too. I said I'd rather punch myself in the face, and that is legitimately true. There's an opportunity that Christian McCaffrey, or like we're talking about, we just got through talking about how great it was to go grab Jay Ajayi for a small price on a run. The same thing with at one point, and Vince has always been right about this. This is something we've argued about over time because, oh, God, I wanted Le'Veon Bell so bad. and thank God that didn't happen. And this is another walking one of those. You can't pay running backs. If running backs are no longer valuable, then neither are linebackers.
Yep.
As that's been proven. So Christian McCaffrey is separate from a lot of guys when he's healthy. He is. He is probably one of those guys that is special and et cetera, et cetera. But we said that about Melvin Gordon. We've said that about, honestly, like Austin Eckler and a bunch of others. So, no, you don't need to do it. Stay cheap. And Dak Prescott and the Cowboys are the exact reason, and Dave Gettleman are why you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, and talking about overpriced things, Dallas is $11 million over the cap already next year.
Unreal.
So good luck with that. Dak is rolling out on this one. He fakes the handoff and throws it down the field, and he's wide open. Amari Cooper. Our secondary is going to get toasted today.
If we don't hear he's not, they're wide open, I'll be surprised.
Yeah, all these guys. So I honestly, I'm looking at the coverage. I don't even know what they're trying to do. I can't tell. Yeah. It's either they're trying to do some sort of disguised man coverage all the time, and they just can't execute it at all, or he's like, there's gaps in the coverage in the zone. Like, they're not anywhere near these guys. It's crazy how open they are.
Get his ass.
So Zach, there we go. Dak runs around the outside and has to slide. He was getting chased by a guy that I've not seen all year. Some guy wearing 61 who I don't know. He's on the coach. He might be on the coaching staff for all I know how young the coaching staff is.
Yeah, you guys need to help us out with numbers too. If you're in the comments or just our text line 215-509-5833.
Yeah.
We don't know who's out there. I have no idea.
On some level, they're just people. They'll come and they'll go and whatever. But for right now, Dallas getting up to the line of scrimmage again. They're at the Eagles 31 right now, so they haven't been able to move the ball pretty successfully so far on this drive. It's been a short drive too. Dak stepping up in the pocket. He had some people around him, and an Eagles defender falls over, which I feel like I've already said that a couple of times already. And the pass goes incomplete, so that's good. There's a flag on the play.
Yeah.
So let's see. Oh, and it's holding. Which, by the way, John, here we go. You know who I think drew that holding? Ryan Kerrigan.
The other side. Got it.
I think Ryan Kerrigan might have done it. He got around the edge there. Like, I'm on Ryan Kerrigan watch today. It's just too amusing for me. It's hysterical, this guy. I mean, he's just been so awful all year. I can't get over it. It's shocking how bad he's been. But 2nd and 21 now for Dallas, which is great. So
Beautiful.
2nd and 21 is as they try to prove something to somebody. I guess Jerry specifically, who's like demanding that this team takes the field because he's clearly the common link in all of this. And they throw a pass over the middle. I think Dalton Schultz maybe gets spun around a little bit, which is something he shouldn't have to deal with because he shouldn't be playing today. But whatever, that's what they want. It's 3rd down. It's probably about 3rd and 10. I'll give you the exact yardage and all that when I get it. 3rd and 11. Is what they're going to list that is. So pretty close here. Dak's in the shotgun, and they're going pretty quick to the line of scrimmage here. I mean, you got about 15 seconds on the clock. They're like, no huddling this whole thing. What a joke all of this is. I will keep saying that because I really can't believe this. So here's Dallas. It's going to get sacked. Dak was backing up. He had pressure all in his face. 2 different Eagles defenders.
Raekwon Williams. That's who it is.
There we go. Man.
Bang, 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 baby.
Dude, that's ridiculous. There's a confrontation on the field. They had to separate because Milton Williams is one of the guys. Oh, man. That is so great. Yeah, it looks like Milton Williams and now Raekwon Williams, who's doing some work. I mean, he got double teamed here, and he's able to get his way back there and make some stuff happen. Oh, no, that was Ridgeway. Okay, never mind.
But he
did get double teamed.
By the way, 1 sack behind Derek Barnett this year.
Oh, God. Yeah, this will be the last year for Derek Barnett, that's for sure. So it's either that or they couldn't find literally anybody on the free agent market that they could sign. But we'll see where all that goes.
Also past Marcus Smith, I believe, too.
All right, a Dallas field goal. And, they hit it. They hit it. They're up 10-7, those losers. So, yeah, but let's talk about – yeah, go ahead.
They just got stuffed in the red zone by a bunch of guys that have not played all year.
No, this is the replacements. It's the replacements.
Can I just say that this is exactly it? This is the Cowboys. They have literally not changed in 20 years. Why do we get so scared of this shit? And this is a question to you too out there. Like, we get so, I'm so worried. This is it. This is going to be the Cowboys' year. I can't wait to see how they screw this up. I can't wait because they're going to, and it's probably going to be in the first round.
Yeah, and it also might be tonight still because they could lose this game. But we'll see where the Eagles take it. But for right now, I mean, yeah, talking about 20 years, John, that's the thing that's so fascinating about all this because, think about Jerry Jones, right? That guy is the common denominator with everything. All these late, over the years with Jason Garrett, it was week 17. They always played the starters. They always believed in doing that. Why was that? Well, clearly it's a Jerry thing. It just has to be for all these different coaches to all believe in this era of rest and relaxation that you're going to play. Why? Why? You're not going to do it, but it's an older guy, old school way of thinking and momentum and all that kind of stuff. And so he wants to play this game. And God forbid somebody gets hurt for Dallas. They're going to be ballistic down there. Oh, yeah. Jerry's to blame. Jerry's the common denominator. I'm 100% sure of it.
By the way, first and foremost, this is breaking news. The Buccaneers have just given Vita Vea 4 years, $73 million contract extension right now. So sure that this offensive line would love to stone their ass after a beautiful new contract, Super Bowl, all that thing. So we'll pay attention to that. But this is just so I don't know, what are the Cowboys trying to accomplish tonight? Can you explain that to me? Like, what
they're trying to not look like garbage, and it's funny too because I mentioned the number one scoring offense in the NFL, and that's why people like if you're out there listening, you knew that, or you just hearing me say it now. Either way, you might be like, Vince, what the hell are you talking about? Like, how do they suck if they're the number one offense in the NFL? Well, a couple of things that go into that. And John, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. One of the problems is the NFL is not good this year. Offensively, it's a down year for the whole NFL. Defenses have changed. Offenses haven't adapted, all that kind of stuff. So when you've got that lower production, then the bar's lower. So, yeah, they're the number one offense, but it's not as great an offensive league. And really down the stretch, some of these teams have fallen off a cliff. Like the Rams have been an absolute disaster lately, even though they still won some games. So Dallas hasn't been a good offense since week 11, week 10. They had one game against Washington when Washington didn't have anybody, so who cares? But other than that, they really haven't been good. And even in the games where they've scored a lot, they lost. So they're trying to like get back on track. How much does it matter? Like, how back on track are you when you're playing a team like this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like what are you trying to get back on track to? Like, it's been off track for a long time. No one stopped that process in the middle of it and been like, okay, cool. The fact that you've got to still work on shit like this week 18 and the Eagles are coming out calm, cool, and collected, and all these guys are basically playing for tape, contracts, playoff time, whatever it is. There's way more fire on the second and third teams in the first string of the Dallas Cowboys. It's a great thing to see.
Yeah, so here we go. Gardner Minshew back in the pocket here for the Eagles. They start the third drive of the day, and Devontae Smith, who just got the record. He just
got the record.
Yes. That was 13 yards right there, I'm pretty sure. I want to see him celebrate on the sideline. They should take him out of this game right now if that's the case. But Devontae Smith down the sideline goes deep.
Just tied it officially.
Tied it. God damn it.
He needs another yard.
God damn it.
God, just get him off the field. He tied it. It's good enough. It's good enough. It's just fucking yards. No. Yards don't matter. Playoff games do.
They're going to get it to him. They're going to get him one more now. Minshew pointed at him like, yes, dude, you got it. And then they're going to be like, oh, no, he tied it. Yeah, so Smith's back out there still. With the brace on his arm and all that, man, you don't want to see him out there anymore. Are they going to run a slant to him? Run a slant, run a wide receiver screen to him. There we go. They did it again. They did the same exact thing. They did a comeback route. They just can't stop him on the comeback. Now you get him off the field. Devontae, thank you for your time. Join Jason Kelsey. Take a seat. Let's see. He's talking. He's smiling.
12 yards officially. There you go.
Whew, thank God, man. Yeah. Okay.
A wide receiver that hit. God damn it. It was the right one. He was the right pick. Fuck Micah Parsons. He's going to be dog shit next year. Okay, I said it.
Yeah.
Woo!
And right now, I mean, honestly, do you think anybody that wanted Justin Fields regrets not getting Justin Fields right now and taking Devontae instead? Yeah, I don't think so either.
Maybe the Bears do a little bit. I don't know.
Well, maybe the Bears have some buyer's remorse. Here's Gardner Minshew with a, little RPO there, and he keeps it and throws it to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Little short. JJ tried to get down there and grab it, but he couldn't quite do it, which, I mean, surprise. And we're looking at what, like second and – so, yeah, that was 2nd and 6. Now we're going to get 3rd and 6 for the Eagles. But, man, I mean, looking at this game so far, everything's going according to plan, right? Like, Kelsey comes in, first snap, see you later. Great. Nobody major's playing for the defense. Devontae Smith gets the record. They're out of there. See you later. Gardner Minshew, still aggressive with the football. The running game, when they've used it, which they've gotten away from a little bit, and I think Smith getting the record had something to do with it, that's come and gone. Gainwell, Gainwell gets a little dump screen off to the right-hand side, gets a lot of blocking. Guys like Brett Toth, get used to him. Sua Opeta, get used to him. Okay, don't. But they execute a screen really well.
Yeah, you know what it's time for now? It's force the ball to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, because I know everyone did I think he was like a plus 1,000 for the anytime touchdown. Gary texted me. He goes, yeah, screw it. Here's $8. I'm in. So I think that's what the game plan is next, right? You got to give JJ as many opportunities as possible.
Well, yeah. Let me ask you this, John. Could you look up the last time he scored a touchdown?
I believe the answer is him recovering that touchdown in the end zone off of Nelson Aguilar, right? Let's see.
Okay, yeah, that's probably the last one that he had. All right, so yeah, look up exactly when he had his last touchdown. But yeah, like at this point, the game plan is honestly just do the basics, like run the ball a lot, throw the little screens, let Minshew take a shot here or there, just like they do with Jalen Hurts. Run all the same stuff, just what everybody's comfortable with, what everybody knows, nothing crazy. Don't show anything new. And get out of this game. But they could still win this game. And here's the best thing. Minshew wants to win this game. Like, that's the best thing about having him here. Because if this was like some other scrub guy that's just like, all right, let me look okay so I can get another contract next year. Minshew, like, he cares, man. He really cares about this game. So I love that he's playing in this because they're moving down the field again. Couple completions to Devontae Smith, little screen to Kenny Gainwell, who, by the way, left this game just a couple of minutes ago. I mean, honestly, it was on the last drive, I want to say. Gainwell got a ball, got injured, and they had to take him off the field. So for Gainwell to be back in is big in itself just for today and for the rest of the season. And, getting some yardage there. So, yeah, have you found the stats yet for JJ, John?
2019 was the last time he scored a touchdown.
And that was probably the fumble. So,
double check, but yeah.
And then see the other time, if has he ever had a legit receiving touchdown?
No, he's never had never once, not one time.
He had the play against the Lions where he dropped it, and that was his only shot, and he's never had one again. That's crazy, dude.
Unreal.
That's crazy.
I really did think that draft class was going to be the bee's knees, and now they're all backups are barely hanging on.
Dude, what a terrible year that was. I mean, just a complete failure in basically every regard. But
Hitches says he's on his way home, and brother, I think we're in for a classic, and I didn't expect that tonight at all. It's a
Hitch,
nice little treat.
I told you, Hitch, I was like, yo, if Dallas is blowing us out because all the backups are in, don't worry about it. It looks like we're in for a roller coaster here, Hitch. So strap in, brother. No, also, Devontae Smith is back out on the field. No.
Come on, what are we being, Jerry Jones here?
No, dude, I don't like this. All right, I'm actually mad about that. I'm pretty pissed. All right.
All right. Here we go.
Fine. Minshew's in the shotgun. He's got time. The offensive line's doing its job against Dallas's starters because they're playing the starters because they're scared and they suck, and Jerry's desperate because he's old. And incompletion over the middle by Gardner Minshew.
Ooh, Pete, good correction. It was in the Miami game. That's right. Good memory, man. I forgot about that.
There it is. And shout out to Pete, by the way. Pete's been with us all year. So,
hell yeah, man.
Pete's been hanging out with us all year. I know there's a lot of you out there that have been hanging with us all season. Some of you have seen us out at Henry James Saloon and all that. Thank you guys so much. Like, honestly, it is so really cool to be hanging out with you guys each week. Me and John have a hell of a time doing this, and we wouldn't do it if we weren't having fun, and you guys really make that possible, so thank you. Here we go. Oh, my God. Okay, so Minshew in the shotgun on 2nd and 10, throws it like 20 yards down the field to Tyree Jackson. Tyree Jackson, shocked at how wide open he is, just falls over for no reason. He just falls down. Now there's a personal foul, it looks like. I'm trying to figure out who this is on. Is that on Dallas? It looks like it's on Dallas here. We're going to get a call from the second, unnecessary roughness. Minshew got hit after the throw. He got hit high after the throw. Minshew stayed up and he looks okay. He's going to be fine. But yeah, okay. So you're getting 15 yards on like a 20-yard completion to Tyree Jackson here. By the way, John, this was the guy I was looking for today. This is the guy I was looking for. I was like, yo, if he's going to be getting all these snaps, no Jack Stoll, no Dallas Goedert. Yeah, here he is. So Tyree's making some things happen. He's got a touchdown on a shovel pass. There's a lot of good stuff going on right now. Eagles in the red zone. Eagles are at the 14. They're at the 14.
Come on, baby, punch it in. Come on, Greg Ward. Ward in the motion. There we go.
There it is. All right, we get the handoff to Huntley, who nobody knows who he is, but he's supposedly super, super fast. So Jason Huntley gets the handoff on this one. You think we're going to see Kerryon Johnson in this game, by the way?
I hope not, because that would be a waste of time.
You're not even curious.
Absolutely, we will. I'm not curious whatsoever, but I know people are.
Yeah, it's like Taco Bell's chicken wings. Like, I'm not exactly dying to have them, but I'm curious. I'd eat one if it was in front of me.
Wings?
Taco Bell has chicken wings now. Did you know that?
That's a big pass. That's a no thank you for me.
Yeah, I saw people post some pictures today. It was really ugly. More on that in a minute. Minshew in the shotgun, and he's got time again. They're doing a little dump off screen to Gainwell, but man, Gainwell just got run down here. He's going to lose like 5 yards on this play. We're going to be looking at like 3rd and 14. But I'll tell you this, John. It's 4-down territory to me. I'm going for it. Minshew wants to go for it. They might as well go for it. And even if you don't get it, force Dallas to go the distance of the field, man. Like, they want the reps, give them the reps. Make them earn it. You know what I mean? Like, who cares?
Yeah, I no kicking. We said game, no kicking. Sirianni just, by the way, just ran onto the field and said some nasty things to the ref. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah, he definitely just cursed. He definitely just cursed as they show him on the sideline now. He's pissed. I wonder what got missed there. I wonder what kind of flag he's yelling about. Now shotgun 5 wide, Gardner Minshew. Oh, there's a lot of pressure on him right away. They're doing another screen to Gainwell. Oh, my God. They did another screen to Gainwell. He gets like a yard. Now they're going to kick it. But, all right. I mean, when it's 4th and 16, I guess you got to kick it. I was hoping you get like 7-8 yards there, and then you could go, all right, it's, 4th and 8. Let's go for the end zone.
This is time for the offense to run their 4th and 16 plays.
the 4th and 16, the deep 4th and 16 package.
Yeah, see, Barney agrees. Just go for it.
There, see, look at Barney making the turnaround where now he wants to go for it all the time.
I like Mr. Analytics. He even told me throw the football the other day, which is crazy.
Wow, I like this. Barney's a changed man. Okay, this is an interesting season. You and him going back and forth. You're swapping places now, John.
No, we're on the same side. That's all. Yeah, everybody should be on the same side by now.
Yes. So if you're just joining us right now, it's a tie game. It's a tie game. 1 quarter through, as Gardner Minshew has led a touchdown drive on the first drive. And then on the second drive here, Devontae Smith a couple of times, Tyree Jackson here and there, little Kenny Gainwell. They move down the field. They get a field goal. It's 10-10. It is 10-10 as Dallas is playing all of their starters and really trying to win this game. Like 3rd and 7. That was just on the third down play. It's 3rd and 16. And they sent the house, man. They sent like 3 guys on 3rd and 16 at Minshew. They are so going for it, and it is hysterical.
Yeah, Hitch is baffled that it's tied, and he's like, "Man, it's good. We're speeding home." Yes, I think this turned into a league pass moment, right?
Yeah. Oh, dude, this totally did. I mean, for the people that are like, "Oh, I don't need to see this game. It's a Saturday and whatever." Like, no, you're making a mistake. This is hilarious right now. This is great football. I'm so excited.
I don't know about the great part, but it's entertaining for sure.
Yes. I guess that's a more accurate way to describe all of it. It is highly entertaining football, and I'm enjoying this thoroughly. I hope you are too. But let me get back to something that's really important, John. Taco Bell wings. Let's talk about Taco Bell wings for a minute.
What the hell?
Yeah, what the hell is exactly right to start. Now, I'm a purveyor of the establishment. I've been there a couple of times, especially late at night. It's cheap. Yeah. It gets the job done, all that stuff. But I saw a picture of the wings. This one person posted a picture, and you opened it up, and it was like beet red on the inside, like super red on the. It was bad. Like sometimes you open it up and like there's a little tendon in there or something, and it's like, all right, that's just you're eating an animal. It is what it is. But they opened it up. And it was just beet red in there. It was like, oh, God. And the person captioned it like, oh, I know Taco Bell was selling owl's shoulder. And I just lost it. I thought that was such a great comment. But, yeah, the wings do not look good. So I hope if you're eating wings right now, they're from a more reputable establishment, which, by the way, we're not at the Henry James Saloon right now. But, God, the Henry James Saloon wings are so bleeping good. They're so amazing. I absolutely love them, man. So shout out to them.
Honey Hot is a big thing, and that caught on. I don't know if that's because of Nashville being popular or whatever, but man, they nail it. Like it's just between that and the cheesesteak, that's much better than D'Alessandro's. We really hope that you are there with us next Sunday for the playoff run, and hopefully that's Tampa Tom is still going to be looking like that. So Sunday we'll figure that out. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody at the Henry James Saloon. Jess and John and just everybody that helps us out. I know Prem's probably there right now spinning tunes.
He is.
So, we can't wait to see you. Oh, and as I'm saying, like this is all going to try and hopefully get J-Jaw a touchdown here since 2019. He is now in the medical tent per Dave Zangaro.
Oh man, that's
unbelievable.
I would love to see him get one. Because can you imagine what the reaction of the team would be if J-Jaw got a touchdown? That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't know what the reaction would be. It'd be like, oh, that's nice.
No, I think it'd be like Greg Ward, man. I mean, think about it. Like Greg Ward hadn't played much. He wasn't getting a lot of run. He gets a touchdown. He had scored like previous years. That guy can play, but J-Jaw hasn't. If he's literally never had a receiving touchdown, he's a blocking wide receiver, special teamer.
Oh no,
he has. A lot.
Yes, it was a throwing touchdown in Miami, so it's one.
Okay. So that's what Pete was saying. Okay, I was thinking the fumble recovery touchdown from the Aguilar play was against Miami, but okay, so he's got one receiving touchdown. So there's that. But still, I think that would be one of those things that would get people pretty psyched up. So I would love to see that because again, it's all about the chemistry stuff, like knowing that we're going to bench everybody and put them on the COVID list so we can get extra backups up and really play a full preseason game here. But we're going to reactivate Jason Kelce because that was a mistake because we forgot about the start streak and didn't realize how much that mattered to him. So let's reactivate him and say, he's positive or he's negative now. What a surprise. In 4 days, he's negative and he's reactivated. So, okay, he goes and plays in this game. He gets the start. He gets off. Devontae Smith gets the record. They went for that early. So they're hitting all the points. Like, Sirianni totally gets this and has a feel for things. It's been really nice to see in that way. So, okay, maybe J-Jaw doesn't get it. My next hope, if we can't get a JJ touchdown, is this. I don't think this is going to surprise you, John. Ryan Kerrigan sack. I want the Ryan Kerrigan sack.
Doesn't surprise
I want it
me
so
one
bad.
bit.
And wait. Oh, yeah. That's
nice
number
crack of
2.
the old can.
We're on. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
So the Cowboys are basically just what are they doing? They fucking around here? This is just I can't.
Yeah,
they just wasted it. So Mike McCarthy can't manage a preseason game in the second quarter at all, too. This is great. This is
okay. And you know what else is great too is they had a graphic for this game, which rubs it in even more. The Eagles had a graphic that they put on the big screen. Jason Kelce, 122 consecutive starts. Like they just. So they're just like rubbing it in that this whole thing was a total sham, which I absolutely love. All right, here's Prescott. He's back in the pocket. He's got plenty of time. He's throwing down the field. And, oh, my God, CeeDee Lamb just took like 4 hits, and he bounced off of all of them. He just like,
that was nice.
Whoop, spinning around. Yeah, no, that was – dude, CeeDee can play. Like, I get – it's funny because we talk about Jefferson and all the time, and I get all the regrets with that. But seeing CeeDee play, I do get the jealousy factor. Like, that dude is so good.
Oh, no, absolutely. I wonder, I don't think I already know the answer to the question, but for you and everybody watching, would you switch CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Hurts right now?
No, I wouldn't do it. And I'm not Mr. Hurts guy. You know how I am with all that, but I wouldn't do it. I would keep everything exactly where it is right now. I'd be okay. Yeah,
no way. Not swapping that. That was a big complaint. It's a big complaint right after the draft, and how things have changed. You can enjoy the talent. The Cowboys are always good at drafting talent. They're not good at win playoff games. So
no. All right. Although wait, let's go down the wormhole just a little bit further. I just want to push this a tiny bit further because if it was in this alternate reality that we've now created here, where the Eagles did get CeeDee Lamb and didn't draft Jalen Hurts because you trade that pick to move up, what if it was Gardner Minshew, CeeDee Lamb, and Devontae Smith?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Just asking. I probably wouldn't do it either, but I had to ask the question. Dallas here throwing the ball pitching it to the outside. Zeke runs to the outside. He gets the first down. He probably gets about 8 yards. Looked like he fumbled it on the play. Eagles jumped all over it. I don't know. The ref seems to be signaling that it's Dallas's ball and they're going to keep on moving here, but we'll see.
Speaking of which, has Zeke broken a tackle tonight?
I don't know, man.
Weird. It's a weird game. It's a weird game from them.
Oh, no, it's a very weird game from them. And it's funny because, again, they want this so bad.
Ooh, whoa. I don't know, man. I think that's a fumble.
Oh, and the clock stopped. There. This is a fumble.
Ooh,
It's starting to move.
Sirianni's throwing the challenge flag per Dave Zangaro. Yeah, that's a fumble. That's a fumble, baby.
Because it clearly moves, and then when he's on the ground, you can't say he's got clear possession of it. And oh man, I don't know.
Yes, I'm gonna get clean eyes on it again real quick here. Oh no, fucking way! That's not a fumble. No way, that's not a fumble.
They might say he re-grabbed it. I don't know. That's my only hesitation. Is they go, oh, well, he gained control of it again. Once
we'll try and look at it together. Quick sneak peek. Here we go.
Okay. Dude.
You tell us.
Oh, man. And yeah, let us know. Hit us up in the comments, wherever you guys are watching. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, any of those. Unfortunately, for the people that are watching us on Twitter, we love you. Thank you for watching us on Twitter. Unfortunately, StreamYard is dumb and we can't see your comments on Twitter. So if you want us to interact with your comments, if you've been commenting to us all year and you're like, why the hell aren't these guys responding to my comments? Well, yeah, you got to be on the other platforms. So YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook is where we can see your comments here on the live stream. But there's the replay of it. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it clearly pops out. There's no doubt it pops out. It's just a question of in that gap when he's trying to grab it again, whether they're going to solidify that. I think they're going to be scared and play it safe, and they're going to say it's Dallas's ball still. But I like the challenge by Sirianni. Put him on it. Make him say it.
Boston Scott just tweeted out, "Why is he? That's amazing. That's a good challenge. Take a peek."
Wait, Boston Scott?
Yeah, Boston
He's
Scott
tweeting right now.
Yeah, there's a bunch of guys that are up in just like chilling in the press box.
What a
Dallas
joke!
Goddard is one of them, I believe, too.
Okay, so wait, so you've got guys. Is Boston Scott on the COVID list?
I would assume so.
Okay, well, I hope he's if he's watching the game at the stadium and Boston Scott's at the stadium.
Well, he might be
probably
there in the locker room and like doing protocol stuff, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
okay, yeah, because that would totally be like, yeah, this was all a sham. We were just doing this to exploit the rules, which I don't care. You eat the fine, honestly. Eat the fine. Now, here's something else I wanted to catch up with you on a bit, John, because this week has been crazy. And you mentioned Tampa Bay a little bit earlier as we're waiting for the challenge call, and we'll let you know with that.
Antonio Brown, play stands, not a fumble.
All right, that's so they called that. They didn't even wait for the. All right, well they didn't waste our time during the commercial break and wait for it to come back and then announce it. So that's fine. But Antonio Brown, I want to get your take on that. Then after the next couple of plays here, we got to get into that, dude, because what a clown show. He's been on a podcast lately, talking all this smack.
He went onto a pod? I had no idea.
Yeah, he went on Bob Menery's podcast. So
I don't even know who that is.
Bob Menery got famous for basically doing like, "Hey, I do play-by-play broadcasting, but I say fuck." That's
that dude. That's
that
right,
guy.
Right.
Yeah, that's his whole niche. Which I mean, whatever. Hey, make your money. But he's got a podcast, and Antonio Brown hopped on that. So. They did keep it at Dallas's ball, so that's official. Zeke runs it up for maybe 4 yards on that one. Yeah, he does not look dynamic, dude. That is such a disaster for them. They're going to eat $18 million from him next year, and then they can cut him the next year, but they're going to have to eat $11 million to cut him. So good luck. Just what an all-time bad contract, man. That's just awful. Let's see here. So is that a lineman in the backfield for Dallas? They're really pulling out the stops, dude. This is embarrassing. Oh my God. What are they doing? That's a lineman. That's a lineman in the backfield. They ran a toss with a lineman at fullback. Can you
Unreal.
I can't believe this. I would be, if I was a player on that team, I would be outraged. How do you do that? Like, how do you put these guys out here like this? How do you reveal things? Like, you might play the Eagles next week. That's possible. How do you go out in the game where you might play the Eagles and show stuff like that? Like, I'll take it. But it's just in terms of common football sense.
Yeah,
like, what are you thinking?
Probably because this is like, go have some fun. This is like senior night for them. It almost feels like.
I think Jerry's having a senior moment, if anything. I mean, my God, dude, this is awful. Oh, here we go, Ryan Kerrigan. Oh, Ryan Kerrigan, I thought he had a shot, and Dallas throws it to the 1 yard line. He's going to be in for a touchdown because the secondary can't cover anybody. They can't cover anybody, dude.
I was getting really excited there for a second. You had me hyped up, and then.
Well, yeah, Kerrigan was coming around the edge, and he had a chance at it. He was a step slow, surprise, and he didn't get there, dude. Yeah, the coverage is terrible. I mean, these guys can't read anything. They just the positioning's awful. Their instincts are awful. They're not even like, if Thomas Peterson, who's a friend of the show,
Absolutely.
And if he's watching, shout out to Thomas. We love Thomas.
What's up, Thomas?
If he's doing reviews of this game, my God, man, I hope he's got a drink in his hand, because like I don't know what you talk about with this defense. It is really awful today.
Yeah,
awful.
Yeah, it's they're just playing all base like this. There is nothing there at all. It's just play zone, sit back, cover your spot, cover your zones, trying to get to these guys where you can, and that's all they're doing. You know, like, I can't believe the Cowboys feel good about this.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They're just giving you 7-on-7 drills here.
That's really what it is. I mean, the Eagles secondary is just non-existent right now, so that's fun. But what is fun is Antonio Brown melting down for the Buccaneers and calling out Tom Brady and making a big mess of things. I love it. 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 I knew that was coming.
Did he call out Tom?
Oh yes, he did. Yes, he did. And that's the thing. So when he was on Bob Menery's podcast, which was either yesterday or today, time blends together. I don't care. But all that really matters is he goes on the podcast. He's like, yeah, if I was Tom's guy. Why am I having to fight for every dollar that I want to make? Why is Gronk getting paid? Why aren't I getting paid? It's like because you're a crazy person and you fought a moving guy once and you fraudulently made a COVID vaccine card and you got kicked out of the Raiders because you called Mike Mayock a cracker and you froze your own feet off and all sorts of things, AB. Maybe there's 50 things that have led to you having to earn your money in incentives. So he's roasting them for not giving him any love, not giving him enough money, not giving him enough targets. And he's doing that after he said, oh, no, it was my ankle, and that's why I couldn't play. So clearly he was completely full of shit. Like, can we just get that out of the way?
Yeah,
he was totally full of shit.
Who is not? Of course.
Yeah.
That's the one prize. Like, oh, my God, you think Antonio Brown's lying? Yeah, probably.
Yes, I would guarantee he's lying. Yes. I don't care what texts he puts out or anything, which he had text supposedly about his ankle. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't, but like that dude was full of it.
Yeah, the funny thing is like I don't even know why people would even suggest like, well, you could just go bring him in for a few $1,000s and he's going to tell you, what's going on. You don't know what the hell. You have no idea what he's going to tell you. Like, it's just, he will sell you anything if you can get $1 million to him right now, or 5 or whatever it is. I don't know, but
yeah, I mean, the only upside would be, okay, does he have an axe to grind against Tampa? Clearly. I mean, he hopped on a podcast a day later after they cut him and ripped the crap out of him. But like, what's the quality of the information? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how in-depth he's going to be with anybody else. He's such a self-centered guy. Could he give you a little bit of stuff with certain calls? Yeah, I guess he could definitely give you some tips on audibles and things like that. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't want him anywhere near this team. He certainly shouldn't occupy a roster spot. Just call him and see if he says anything. He might hate them that much that he'll just give you that for free to see him lose.
Fucking Twitter feed because he's giving away his bank account information.
Yeah,
like I'm sure he won't have a problem saying it out loud. You don't need to bring him on the roster or pay him or anything like that. So
no, and honestly, I would not have him anywhere near this team ever. Not next year, not now, never. Like literally never. I wouldn't have him 40 miles within the stadium. Like that guy is so toxic, dude. And thinking about the Eagles being such a chemistry team, you don't need that. Like you don't need that even a little bit. Now, like we'll talk about Calvin Ridley later. I want to get into him in that discussion down the line. But yeah, like seeing AB melt down like that and him calling out Tom Brady, he was basically like, Brady's my friend, is he? Like, he's only my friend because I can play football. It was like, yes, that's exactly what it is. Because Brady would never hang out with you. He's a super manicured personality, like image guy, and you're a crazy person. So yeah, Brady's not going to hang out with you, dude. You're just good at football. You're welcome for the money that you didn't make. You know, because like, and that's why he blew up. By the way, as the Eagles pitch it and get like 5
sideways
yards.
There, hold on. Breaking news: did Jalen Reagor not run sideways? Was that him?
Yeah, it was a pitch, so they got him started running sideways, but he did get forward. And he got 3 yards. So we got 3 yards, which is more than he ever does ever. So there's that. Yeah, so great work by
himself, apparently, according to Martin Frank.
So
Turf Monster get him? That's fantastic.
So that's fun. And I got more thoughts on Brown, the ultimate reason with why he got cut in just a second. But here's Minshew in the shotgun. He steps up and dodges some traffic. Yes, and he slides. Oh, and that's a late hit. You got to throw a flag on that. Minshew slid and he got hit in the head by Keanu Neal. Come on. Are they not going to call that?
Surprising.
They're not going to call that.
Keanu Neal trying to hit somebody in the head while sliding.
Dude, yeah, Minshew got down, and I know it's tough with defenders these days, and to be able to not target and whatever, but like he hit the guy in the head as he was on the ground. Whatever. That's junk. So that's another missed call against Dallas, like the offensive pass interference that led to the first touchdown. But long story short, final note on AB, he had a lot of money in incentives. He needed targets to hit those incentives. That's why he was freaking out for targets. They had asked for the guaranteed money instead of incentives. They didn't give it, so he flipped out. He got cut. It is what it is. Now, here we go. Hank Baskett getting a nice catch there. So he got like 17 yards, I want to say, on that one. So nice, easy ball. Minshew had time in the pocket, delivers a nice ball to the outside. Quez just a corner route, and Nice little beautiful play there, John. We're moving, baby. We're at midfield again.
See, this is the embarrassment factor still on, folks. This is going to be fun. Unless they get, you think we get a little Reed Senate in the fourth quarter? That's what I was
would actually be curious to get a look at him. Yeah. I have no idea what he looks like. I've never seen a snap. I never looked at like a YouTube video or anything. Because it was like, who the hell, who cares? But if I can get a couple of looks tonight, because, Gardner Minshew's up 17 points over Dallas late in this game. I'm all in. I would love to see that. But for now, I mean, if it turns out that Minshew starts this whole game because they are competing and he wants to win, that works too. I'm totally good with that.
And Pete asked this question. I thought it was pretty good about like where do you think Minshew will end up here? And we'll see. We'll answer that if they score on this drive here.
I've got a spicy one for that at the end of this drive. Yeah. So here's Minshew. He hands it off to Huntley, who does have speed. Look at his wheels, and he finds a gap, and he's getting up.
Whoa.
Oh, man.
Whoa, that dude does have some wheels. Yo.
Wow. Jason Huntley, who finds a hole on the left-hand side, and he breaks through the line. And once he finds that burst, he gets another like 7 or 8 yards out of it. He gets tripped up and almost stayed up. If he stayed up after he got tripped up, he's gone. That's a touchdown if he stays up, but he bounces off a tackle, and he just can't quite keep himself up. Nice play by Huntley, though. Eagles going quick here on the snap. We got 18 seconds on the clock. Minshew's getting the ball. He fakes the handoff. He's running to the outside. He goes to Tyree Jackson again. Tyree Jackson, dude, who's gotten like 6 targets today. He is going off right now.
Unreal. Holy crap. I'm seeing the replay. Yo, 32's got to get some snaps in the playoffs. Wow.
I say kick returner over Jalen Reagor? Because I would like to say kick returner over Jalen Reagor.
Yes.
Yeah, that's easy. That's an easy one for me. I would do that tomorrow. Yeah. So, yeah.
Appreciate you watching, Jason. Thank you, brother.
There we go.
We are having fun. Go ahead, Minshew. Go ahead, kid.
Yep, let's go. All right, here's Huntley's. No, he had nowhere to go on that one. But there's a flag. There is a flag. All right, we're going to see what happens on this one. I mean, those guys were so open from Dallas. They were, like, totally uncovered. It's either they all had the Grace reads on that or maybe – no, is that a hold on the Eagles? Oh, God, that was just a really awful play. That's what happens when you have 10 backups in. Okay. Yeah. All right, Noah Togiai, who's the Eagles' 4th tight end. Yeah, 4th tight end, who they brought up off the practice squad.
5th. 4th at this point. That's right.
Dude, how funny is it that the Eagles are still running 3 tight end formations? They're running Tyree Jackson, Richard Rodgers, and Noah Togiai. Like, it's crazy. They love tight ends.
Yeah, by the way.
Well, yeah. Like, and it's smart strategy. Like, tight ends are valuable. They're undervalued in the league. Yeah, what do you got?
The Eagles have officially set their franchise record for rushing all time with Huntley's rush. There you go.
Dude, that's amazing. So history for the Eagles here.
I'm sorry, with Togai's rush. My bad.
Togiai with the rush.
Oh, no, you said I got confused. Sorry, I take that back. Huntley, yes.
There it is. Okay. And we get a completion of Richard Rodgers here. So, yeah, just going back to all the tight ends. Like, they clearly love tight ends, and they go to a tight end again here. So, the tight end depth is crazy. And, like, here's what you need to understand, folks, is, like, why I love tight ends so much and why I think it's such a big deal that Howie goes after them. Because it's all about team building and strategy and all that kind of stuff, right? So, like, tight ends, highest paid guys in the league right now. It's like Dallas Goedert, George Kittle, Travis Kelce. They're making about $16 million a year. You look at some of the top wide receivers. Amari Cooper, $22 million a year. Julio Jones last year got about $22 million a year.
Real quick, who's down on the field there, pal?
I didn't get a good look at who that was. It looked like one of the linemen. Yeah. Oh, is that Jack Andrews? I think that was Jack Andrews.
Okay.
So, all right, we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, man. You were I think I know where you're going here too, but tight ends have some massive contracts over there, right? Yeah.
Because if you have an elite tight end or elite wide receiver, frankly, the production's the same, and if not better, when you get it out of a tight end because they can block too. You know what I mean? Like, if you have George Kittle, he can block. So, yeah, like, I love Mike Evans. Mike Evans is amazing, but him and George Kittle are basically the same guy, and one's a better blocker. He can help your run game more. So, to me, George Kittle is more valuable than Mike Evans. I guarantee you Mike Evans is making more money right now because that's how the wide receiver market's always trended. Those guys have always made more money. So that market every year, like quarterbacks, it gets higher and higher and higher. Tight end market has not caught up yet. It's starting to, but it hasn't. So for the next couple of years, tight end's still more valuable than wide receivers, and the Eagles invest in that. So you love to see it. But here we go. Here's a handoff to Kenny Gainwell, who's going around the outside. He's got a lot of blocks down the field. Oh, my God. Kenny Gainwell, who gets like 20 yards, 25 yards. That's a huge run. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside down the field. All these backup linemen. Some guy named Anderson, who I've literally never heard of in my life.
It's Jack Anderson, who is the third or fourth center on this team. It was Brett Toth who went down. Forgot he was in.
So Toth was playing center? Oh,
yep.
Wow. They cross-train everybody these days, dude.
Everyone.
Toth was a tackle last year. So Jeff Stoutland is just a god. I mean, you can't, like, you just can't find anybody else in the world that's so good at getting all of these guys to play all of these different positions and hold up. Like, it's like, he's amazing. He's like, I'm going to say Hall of Fame for an assistant coach. I don't know if any assistant coach has ever made the Hall of Fame as just an assistant coach, but holy crap, dude. Like, I'm blown away. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, it's
amazing.
That's why he's here, and that's why he keeps getting held on to, man. We'll get into that at halftime for sure.
Yep. Here we go. Minshew under center. He's going to hand off the ball here, and he's got space on the outside. Here we go. That's a touchdown. We've got a touchdown from Kenny Gainwell. The Eagles have tied Dallas. The Eagles have tied Dallas 17-17. As Dallas is trying their hardest against every Eagles backup on the planet. Oh, this is gold. This is so good.
Sell Leighton Vander Esch down the river. Holy cow. Unreal.
Can you feel Dallas's confidence building, John? Can you feel it getting stronger? Do you feel like they've really accomplished something? Because holy crap, this is sad.
Leighton Vander Esch just got blown off the ball at the second level and was nowhere near going to the right play. And they were talking him up again. Unbelievable.
Oh my God.
This is so great.
I'm having a hard time breathing. Like it hurts. It actually hurts a little bit. It's just unbelievable that this is happening. Okay.
I mean, like, Dallas is still trying to get a second seed or whatever, right?
I guess they're just getting an ass whooping instead. Like 17-17 with 3 minutes left in the half is an ass whooping. There's no other way to explain that. I mean, it's a joke. This is what Jerry wanted. Yeah. Great job, guys. Great job. Their secondary hasn't played all year, and some of these guys, they told the league they couldn't even put them on the field. But let me tell you, you're doing a great job, guys. Great work. Yeah,
doing a great job.
Really good.
Also doing a great job of keeping us hydrated tonight, Vince Quinn. It's the wonderful, it's the beautiful, it's the logo you see right here. It is Liquid Death Mountain Spring Water. I mean, that wonderful bubbly can that is in solid black and gold. It is not for Pittsburgh Steelers fans. It is for Philadelphia Eagles fans. Actually, it's for everybody. It's the beautiful, most structured 16.9-ounce can of water that you will ever see. LiquidDeath.com/Bell will get you free shipping on every case that you order. And it helps the podcast. It helps the live stream. And it'll help your mouth because this water is freaking delicious. I was just telling everybody that how much I missed not having these cans around the house after the last couple of days. And, man, this is just makes me feel right at home. And Vince was bringing up a great point for January, too. If you're doing dry January for any particular reason, here you go. It'll just it's like putting a cigarette in your mouth and not actually lighting it. This is like what Liquid Death does for me. It just like chills everybody out. And, one of the greatest waters of all time. So glad that they're here with us here, Vince.
Yep. No, Liquid Death is amazing, man. It is so nice to just have like a crisp, refresh, like legitimately delicious water. Because I've had enough times where you're at different places and you travel and you go to somebody's house and you have a glass of water. Or even occasionally I'll go to like a diner or something. You have a glass of water and you're like, I don't know. Like I know this is the essence of human life, but let me tell you,
it just doesn't taste right.
I don't know. Like, you should never feel that way about water, and you will never feel that way about a can of Liquid Death, especially like if you're somebody picky, and like you might be one of those people that's legitimately picky with everything, food, like you just you're really specific. You might not like the taste of water all that much. Give Liquid Death a try. Like if you're trying to be healthier, legitimately, water obviously is a big part of that. And if you don't like drinking it out of the tap, try Liquid Death. It is something. It's delicious. It's recyclable, so it's good for the environment as well. Totally worth your time. 100%.
And yeah, Pete was wondering what the hell you were doing, but it's just liquid death around the head. It's orbiting.
Yeah,
Orbiting
I was going for like a visual orbiting effect.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm following
Ooh.
around. Like, you ever play Super Mario 64?
Never, actually, because
Oh
Nintendo's
my
an
God!
awful company. What?
Oh, damn! How dare you? So at the beginning of the game, when it would start, there was like a giant Mario head that was floating around, and you could play with it, and that was kind of the effect that I was going for. But with liquid death added to the equation. Oh, Dak Prescott with a pass that's swatted down by Milton Williams. So that's a start for Dallas. So here would be an awesome thing, dude, because Dallas gets the ball to start the half, and you got 3:37 right now left in the second. But if the Eagles get a stop here, get the ball back, execute a 2-minute drive, and are leading at halftime. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude.
Really nice.
And that is so on the table.
Man, I absolutely love where Milton Williams is at right now in his career. This is a good sign.
Yeah, no, it is, man. I was worried about him a little bit early. Oh man, Dallas just got a big hole.
There you go.
Well,
so much for that.
Well, we'll still see. But that was a huge run for Zeke. He just got like 25 yards, and now he's at the 50. So, but God, I'll say this: nobody on the defense can get hurt in this playoff run. And they definitely need to draft. Like, we'll have this conversation a lot. I guarantee you in the offseason about what to do with the first rounders, but just like depth, man. 4th round, 5th round, draft defense. The defense is so barren, especially on the back end. They really need it. So, little pass over the middle here for Prescott. He gets like 6-7 yards here, and that was to Corey Clement again. So Corey Clement gets a couple of yards there. Looking at 2nd and 3 for Dallas. 2:45 just about here in the second quarter. No huddle from Dallas. So, I mean, hey, they got to prove it. They got to prove something to themselves. So go get them, fellas. 2nd and 3 here as they hand it off to Clement again. He gets a hole, and he gets 5 yards. He should be really proud. I mean, they should really the participation trophies are just going to be flowing.
Dan Orlovsky now chiming in and saying, why is Dak still in the game?
Yes, thank you, Dak. Or thank you, Dan. Like, why did Dak even take the flight to Philly?
No idea.
Just be like, stay dude, home. Sit in a hot tub and stay home. Who cares? Honestly, what's the point? Here we go. Oh, Ryan Kerrigan, who had a chance on the edge. I'm just on Kerrigan watch, man. He goes around the edge, and he had a look, and then he slipped and fell. And it's like, well, yeah, you are Ryan Kerrigan, I guess. So 2 minutes now. We have hit the 2-minute warning. And this has been just as good as I could have possibly hoped for. I don't know. I don't know what your high-end expectations were here, John, but this is it. Like, competitive football from the Eagles. They've had some fun plays. They did some shovel passes a couple of times. They got a touchdown out of that. Kenny Gainwell's made some things happen.
Yep.
We had a near we had a near interception early in this game. Like, it's just been a chaotic, silly mess. And it's tied. Like, it's awesome.
It's tied. Alvin Rutledge just showed up.
Yes.
Hitch is, saying that Zeke looked like he landed on that shoulder a little bit. And was kind of, I just saw the replay of it. He was kind of like almost like he lost his air there for a little bit there too. By the way, Brett Toth is obviously questionable with a knee injury. Shit. I hope that's nothing serious there, but questionable return there. This has been quite a fun, embarrassing moment for the Dallas Cowboys franchise, just overall. This is why it's just every time that they try to manage the end of the year, it's so bad. And I couldn't think of anybody worse to manage the end of the year than Mike McCarthy. I cannot wait to see these guys in the playoffs. They are such a paper tiger. They always have been. They always will be. This is a fleeting moment. This isn't, you're not reeling or anything. There's nothing wrong with the team except them just existing. That's what's wrong with them. It's great.
Yeah, you got to think it's like the Jerry pressure, right? Because
it always is.
Yeah, it just has to be. Because here's the thing. Here's my situation. Like, I'm getting to the point soon where I was talking with Dana, my girlfriend, and it's funny because just coming up at the end of this month, we've been together for 5 years.
Yes.
But and that's amazing. Like, our relationship's been awesome, and I love her to death. So yes, thank you. Like, honestly, I love her to death. But it's so funny because as we hit that mark, like, I'm excited about that, and I want to talk about that with my friends and family and all that. But also, immediately, it's going to be, where's the ring? Where's the ring? And that's what Jerry's doing. He's like, hey, guys, I see you're the number one scoring offense in football. Where's the ring?
Oh, what's the deal?
I see we have T.O. and Tony Romo and Jason Witten in his prime. And we've got 13-3 as our record. We're like a 1 seed in the NFC. Where's the ring? Where's the ring? and then they just crash. And it's like, now we're going to stay together. It's not like we're going to get divorced or split up because I'm not marrying her in the moment. But you get the idea. She walks out now and smiles at me like, what is this idiot blathering about our relationship? Hi, Dana. I love you. That's all I've been saying. But that's what Jerry does.
Where's the ring, Vince?
Yeah.
Where's the ring?
Now John's yelling at me to propose. She's not yelling at me to propose, by the way. Dana's cool. Dana gets it. We're on the same page. But, like I have a great aunt that's like, hey, Vince, great to see you. Where's the ring? And it's like, all right, listen, I love you, but relax. Say hello first, please. Now, okay. Dak
Big chunk and flag on the play here, by the way.
Yeah. So in less important news than my love life, Dallas.
The most important thing about this game, your love life.
Yes, it is. I would say that's number one. Is this a flag on the Eagles too?
Yeah, it was a really nice throw by Dak, regardless.
Yeah, Dak nailed that ball down the sideline. That was a really nice throw. And by the way, we got to get to our Dak take that we had when we were talking a little earlier this afternoon about
I can't
who
wait.
he reminds us of. Let's get to that at halftime.
Wait, yeah.
So we'll get to that at halftime. But we got to talk about Minshew and where he could end up still. We got to answer Pete's question. But for now, out of bounds. Dak threw it to Amari, who gets into the end zone. It does a comeback route. It's a well-executed route. It's Amari. He's really good with that stuff. So goes in, cuts back, gets to the corner. Dak throws the ball. Amari jumps for it and then just hops. He just hops right out of bounds instead of dragging the feet. He just, oh, dude, what a terrible play. What a terrible play. Like, this is such a bad game from Dallas. You can't walk away from this game, regardless of what happens in the second half. You can't walk away from this and be proud of what you've done. They can't be. Yeah. So we'll see. All right, 2nd and goal. They'll try to spin it. Maybe they'll still lose next round. And a little dump to the outside. All right, I think that's Dalton Schultz. It is. And God, Kayvon Wallace sucks. I'm sorry. That guy can't play.
Probably. Well, I don't know about it could be injury, it could be all that stuff, but
I haven't seen his whole career so far.
Great.
I mean,
what's this?
This is year 2. Yeah, year 2, 2 different defensive coordinators. If you want to make that as the excuse, fine. But he stinks. I mean, I wanted to like him. Personality's great. He came in when they drafted him, all this fire and hyping up Philly, and he's from Clemson and his safety, and people love that. And like, oh, this guy's gonna be great. And like he stinks, dude. They can't draft safeties. They're so bad at it.
They can. I mean, Brian Dawkins exists.
Well, it's been a while though, right? Like, because they had a run early. I would say when they maybe Banner and everybody that was running it under Banner, they had an idea because you had Dawkins, you had Michael Lewis for a couple of years, and he was really good. You had Quentin Michael, who was awesome. Quentin Michael was one of those great, like never a Pro Bowler, but just like an awesome, solid, well-loved guy. Quentin Michael was awesome.
Well, I tell you what, though, I can't remember a time where they were in position to go get a prime-time safety outside of, the infamous Brandon Graham, Earl Thomas stuff. Mm-hmm. It's probably the last time they were ever to pull a trigger on a guy like that, I would assume, unless you're going to bring up, like, your Jeremy Chins or whatever.
Well, Nate Allen, and that's the thing. It's like Nate Allen, meh, just forgettable.
Second rounder.
Yeah, McNabb pick, by the way. That was the McNabb pick when they traded him to Washington. So there's that. Jaquan Jarrett, which, God, if you remember that, yuck. That was a
the
second.
Cowboys missed the extra point?
Did they?
Yeah, they did. That's
oh, my God.
Missed that. There you go.
Okay. So hold on here. The Eagles have 1:45 with 2 timeouts to go down the field and take the lead before halftime by 1 point because of a missed extra point as Dallas is starting everybody and the Eagles are starting nobody of consequence. And here's Huntley on a kick return. And what do you know? He's fighting through people. He ran straight. Dude.
We just literally said that. See, there you go. Get Rager out of there. Yo, and don't you find it funny that Rager's still in the game?
Yes, I do find it funny, and honestly, that's where he belongs.
Guess what? Guess who's not seeing playoff snaps? That guy.
Yeah.
That's what that tells me anyway.
All right, so you know what? I'm so encouraged by this that I'm going to send it as a tweet, but I just got to voice tweet it because I'm not going to text and tweet at the same time. I stink at that. So here we go. Jalen Reagor should never return kicks again, and it needs to be Jason Huntley, period. Thank you, period. And that is my tweet
Voice
for the
text
day.
Tweeting, baby, right there.
That is my tweet for the game. That's the only thing I'm sending during this game. Here's Kenny Gainwell up the gut for 9 yards. Like, dude, the running game, they're beating up Dallas's starting defense with their backups. These are third stringers. These are fourth stringers
Running
and now
vanilla.
fifth stringers. And they're still beating Dallas' starters. Oh, my God. Oh, that was a terrible play. Quez on the comeback. He got tripped up. He was also just mauled there. And there's a flag. I think they're going to call PI on Dallas, which.
Good. It's about time.
Wow.
It's about time, everybody.
Yep.
Oh, wow. We've got a really good Beat the Barcher trivia from Alvin here. We'll get to it at halftime because it is a complicated good one. But, yeah, excited to see that and see Sean Bradley heading to the locker room.
Oh, man.
After a trip to the Blue Tent. Looks frustrated per Dave Zangaro.
All right, so couple of things to get to at halftime, by the way. Minshew trades, where we think he could end up. We want to get into a fun comparison that we came up with for for Dak Prescott, excuse me. Whatever. So we'll get into Dak Prescott in a couple of minutes. We have a fun comp for him. And now we got trivia. So trivia is going to be coming up at halftime as well. Here's Minshew in the shotgun. He runs forward for about 5 yards. Pocket collapsed on him. We got a minute 02, minute 1 minute flat. Eagles with 2 timeouts, and they're at midfield. Plenty of time here. They're down 6 because Dallas just missed an extra point. And God, they're the worst team on the planet. How do they have a good record? It's absolutely hysterical. Here's Minshew in the shotgun. He's got a guy next to him. I think that's Huntley or Gainwell. It was Gainwell. Minshew run down to the pocket. There's a flag. That's going to be a hold on the Eagles for sure. With 40 seconds now left on the clock, 41 seconds technically left on the clock.
Baba Days on the Twitch. Exactly, my man. That's what Vince was literally just tweeted out. Just got in. Is Jason Huntley the answer? Kick returner? Yes. 100%.
It's not even close. Like it's legitimately not even close. I've never seen Huntley really do anything in my whole life, and I know he's a 5th rounder like 2 years ago or last year from the Lions. But dude, when you see him return a single kick, you see him have like 5 handoffs, and he's that fundamentally better than Rager. It's like, yeah, who cares? Like,
yes,
never put Rager on anything ever again. Just if he's going to be out there as your 3rd wide receiver, 4th wide receiver, you run some gadget stuff, whatever. He has no role of any consequence on this team. It's a joke. All right, ball batted at the line for Minshew. 2nd and 16 on that one. So gets batted, goes a little bit short. DeMarcus Lawrence, who again is actually playing in a cold December game for no reason. Great work for him. So he gets the bat on that Minshew pass. We're looking at 3rd and 16. Probably 35 seconds or so left on the clock. So I'll give you an exact number on that in just a second when that pops up. But, like, dude, Minshew, by all accounts, been fine today. Not amazing, nothing stellar, but, like, totally solid.
A perfect backup quarterback for a 2 QB system.
Exactly. So here we go. He's in the pocket. He's getting mauled right there. I mean, those guys just got bowled over. All of them. It was the whole offensive line just got crushed on that play. All 5 guys are like right next to Minshew. Yeah, go celebrate DeMarcus Lawrence. Enjoy yourself.
Hey, by the way, breaking news, our good friend Rob Whitney reporting live from the Henry James Saloon as a correspondent. So he's down there hanging out no matter what because they make great food and give out the most luxurious whiskey sours on the planet. So,
well, they certainly do. And let me clarify, by the way, because you guys might be sitting there thinking, you bastards, you let Dubs go all the way down to Henry James Saloon and you didn't say a word. How dare you? How dare you do that to Dubs? We love Dubs. And you know what?
We
love
hangout.
Dubs too.
Henry James Saloon is so good. It's his hangout because it's like 10 minutes away from his house.
Yes, we didn't ditch Dubs. Okay, Dubs was well informed. He did decide to go to Henry James Saloon. The food is legitimately good. That's the thing. We're not just bullshitting you when we say that. We actually mean it. The food is fantastic there. I would eat if I lived next to the Henry James Saloon. I would eat there every week. Like
Same.
It's just the food's great. I would have them every Sunday.
It'd be a 3-day lunch affair as the Eagles are ready to upon on 4th and 29. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Also of consequence, and I respect this man's opinion because you've been on his television show and his network. As well. I'm giving it to him. Our good friend Jason Lee checking in. I think Quinn and Barger should be the new Monday night team, and I couldn't agree more because I'm hearing that this broadcast absolutely stinks on ESPN tonight, and I'm glad we're just hanging out with you instead of them.
Well, of course it stinks. Like a lot of the broadcasts are so bad, man. And it's funny to say, like, there's a lot of stuff that goes into national media, and on some level, I've now been national media, like doing the show with CBS Sports Radio and seeing the business from that side of things of how you look at the league. They don't really know what's going on with the team. You know what I mean? Like, you study stuff and you could read some stuff here and there and watch some clips and have an idea, but like, you got to live a life and feed your kids or whatever it is. And like, you can't pay attention on that same level. They just don't really know what's going on as much as they can be informed. So to have local people talking about the game, that's why we wanted to do this. Like, there's not enough of this. So Yeah, like,
and we're all biased, and that's part of it too.
It is. Look at the shirt. Look at what we're wearing.
Come on, flags fly forever.
All right,
we just can't talk about it after a while. Yeah.
Well, now Dallas. Okay, so Dallas has the ball because the Eagles had the punt, and they take a shot down the field because the Eagles can't cover anybody to save their lives. I mean, it's zone coverage, and it just they might as well not even be out there. So Cedric Wilson, who's going off, Cedric Wilson's going to break the single game receiving record by the end of this. Like, he's going to go off for like 250 yards. I mean, seriously, I don't know what his stat line is right now, but it's almost all of Dak Prescott's yardage. Like, it is ridiculous what he's doing because they just can't cover him. They just can't. Nope, they can't cover anybody. So
and you shouldn't be able to cover anybody. Right
now it sucks because Dallas could get a touchdown here and the ball back in half, and the Eagles can't stop Dallas to save their lives right now because, again, the secondary is awful, and this could get to blowout territory by the start of the third. But for now, it's been a close game, and it is genuinely funny. Like, it has.
And Dallas is in the red zone here too. Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. They throw to the outside. Let's go. Dalton. No, not Dalton Schultz. Jarwin. So Jarwin, they got 13 seconds left. They got maybe 13 yards to go, something like that. They got a little bit of yardage here, but they're probably going to the end zone.
Cedric Wilson 4 for 83, 2 touchdowns. Amari Cooper 5 for 79. CeeDee Lamb 2 for 44. They're doing just fine.
Yeah, Cedric Wilson is destroying them. They have no shot, which is fine. Like, and that's like, I am annoyed. Because it's just horrible football to watch, but the offense is doing work, and the defensive line's getting some pressure. So this is a good look for us. If anything, this looks so much better for the Eagles than it does for Dallas right now. You can't go back from this game and be like, yeah, we're really proud of our guys. They fought. Like, you can't say that as Mike McCarthy. The hell are you going to say?
That go in and out of the hands of Dalton Schultz too? That's beautiful. There you
go. Jarwin, they look the same.
Jarwin,
they're two tall, lanky white guys. They wear similar numbers, 86 and 89, I think. So they're basically
two of the most
human.
least athletic tight ends in the league too. Which
they
is
love
really
finding those guys. They're good at finding those guys. Like, they've always had a Dalton Schultz on the team. They just have for the past 20 years. It's completely insane how they do that. Here we go. Dak Prescott in the shotgun. He's going to fire to the middle of the end zone again. And again, the coverage is just the worst thing you've ever seen in your life. There's like 3 guys that are near him, but nowhere near him.
Why is Dak Prescott so fucking fired up about that? Good Lord. It's just Yeah, we got him. Sorry, I just love that. By the way, Pete, how is that a Colts scarf you're wearing?
What?
Come on, man. Come on.
Pete.
Fly forever, bro.
Come on, Pete. Yeah, Super Bowl champ scarf. It's
Sheesh.
It's very European.
Take offense to that, Pete. My goodness. They didn't miss the extra point this time.
Oh, they didn't. That's a shame.
They did not. I tell you what, Vince. The just like at the Henry James Saloon, when you're down 2 liquid deaths, it's time to pay the rent to the old toilet.
Yeah.
So
you go get them, brother.
I'm going to be right back, and we've got a really, 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 really fun comp for Dak Prescott that I think you'll really enjoy. Because history does repeat itself, folks. That's all I'll say.
Oh, no, it certainly does. So there goes John. You go enjoy yourself, bud. You go have a good time. You want to put me up as full? There it is. All right. Oh, God, I love that camera switcher. It's a beautiful thing. It's just the start of good things around the studio. But I'm at home, as you can tell. So hope you're having a good time wherever you are. You're watching us because it has been hell the past week. I don't know how it's been for you. It has been a mess for us. Like, John's been sick. His family's been sick. I've been sick. I've just been laying around. So everything's just been a complete clown show. I know everybody that we talk to is sick. We hope you're doing well. We hope your family's doing well. We hope you've been able to relax a little bit. I've been watching a ton of movies this past week. It's been great. So as we're sitting here watching this game, obviously Eagles playing a lot better than we thought. I mean, honestly, like, it's backups everywhere. Dallas is starting their whole team. It's their whole team. DeMarcus Lawrence was just in on a drive in the end of the second quarter of a meaningless game in the wintertime at this. Like, it's just, I don't know what Dallas is doing, and it looks terrible for them, but so be it. It's good for us. Like, the offense is moving a little bit. Tyree Jackson is giving you things today. Isn't that awesome? Like, isn't that fun? I love seeing it. Minshew's made a couple of plays. He hasn't looked awful. He's been able to navigate the pocket really well, which is like the biggest thing for me, just his ability to see the pressure, step up, take a scramble for a couple of yards, take a slide when he's got to. He's just making really good decisions today. So that looks good. We're going to talk about trade destinations for him in just a minute because Pete was asking about that in the chat. Shout out to Pete. Pete, we love you. And the Eagles are going to kneel here. So, okay, we're going to be hitting the halftime. So, official score now at halftime, we're looking at 30-17. So, 30-17, Dallas. And it's not an accomplishment. And honestly, if Dallas has any brain in there, any brain, none of those guys that are major start in the second half. They shouldn't do it. I'll let them. I'll start whoever you want. Like, you make all the dumb decisions. But it's just like, on some level, and it's funny, like, Vince, why are you so worked up about Dallas? On some level, I just like football. Like, it's an affront to football when you're letting people play in a game like this that matters not at all. But look at the Eagles and what they did. See, the Eagles have been on my checklist of things that I wanted to see the Eagles do today. They've nailed it. They nailed it, man. I mean, think about what they did. Jason Kelce comes out onto the field. He takes one snap. One. He took one snap and got the hell out of there. Isn't that great? Isn't it exactly what you want? Start streak. That's all that mattered. He came out. He took one snap. They had a graphic on the big screen in the stadium that said Jason Kelce, 122 consecutive starts. And then he walked off the field. Like, great. Who cares? This game doesn't matter. It's a joke. And for Dallas to treat this seriously it's an awful look for the franchise. So, like, yeah, I get it's weird that I'm like mad about a Dallas thing, but on some level, again, it's just like football and common sense. My God, where is it?
It doesn't exist in that franchise. That's why 11-5 looks like 9-7 to me too right now. I appreciate that. Hope you guys are doing well. Has been a crazy week, and I know if you've been away from the pod, I have been too. And yeah, I'm just glad we're all probably going to be nice and semi-healthy, including this team, for a nice little playoff run here. Random person checking in on YouTube. Not a random person, literally. That's the the name of the screen name there. But yeah, Vince, I kind of feel this. I think everybody does. Can't wait to see who they lose to next week, right?
Yep. Oh, it's going to happen. Like I said it a lot in the first half, and I really mean it. That was big loser energy. That was big time loser energy, dude.
Huge.
Like, why are you doing any of this? What are you trying to prove? Like, do you really think you're on track by beating all of these practice? Like, you might as well just try hard in practice.
Yes.
Try hard in practice. Your defense, getting those reps for your starting defense is better for them. It's better for your starting offense. This doesn't get you anything. Like, I talked about Cal Ripken earlier, talking about Jason Kelce, because he just did a little dipsy-do. He came in for a second and was like, yep, keep the start streak alive. Adios. Which, go back and read some things about how Cal Ripken kept that streak alive. Yeah.
Does it involve Kevin Costner?
Yeah, it involves the power going out one time, maybe intentionally.
Yes.
There was a lot of stuff. But, like, for the Eagles, they did the smart thing. But Cal Ripken, he had this quote one time, which was really interesting. He said, and I got to meet him once, which is really cool. I heard him say this in person. So he said, people say all the time that practice makes perfect, and that's not true. Perfect practice makes perfect, which basically what he's saying is if you're going to practice something, you got to do it the right way. If you practice something a million times the wrong way, you're not going to learn anything. Like, practicing against all these guys that are playing such clown show football that you're not learning anything, you're not developing anything. This is a waste. Like, this is a waste of their time, and there's pressure still because their defense sucks and it's giving up 17 points.
Here's why there's so much pressure, right, man? We've been kind of hinting at this here for a while. Like, it almost feels as if there's so much pressure to win right here because they feel this is their best opportunity. You've been saying it all season. The NFC is kind of wide open, and it really looks it now, too. So Jerry's going, well, we just paid this guy. It's only won one playoff game. You've got Zeke, who doesn't look like himself, and it looks a little hobbled tonight, too. He's making $18 million, and that squeeze is coming in. Amari Cooper. And we had said this a couple of years ago while this was still going, while they're trying to determine who's going to pay what and whatever. They did not at any time get massive or they did. They somehow got massive talent around Dak Prescott, but not enough because you're still trying to parlay all that bullshit from Tony Romo, from Des Bryant, from whoever else you extended down it. I think Jason Witten
for
was
forever.
still getting paid for a long time there too. And because of that, you couldn't load up like a normal rookie contract of like, oh my God, we hit the jackpot in the 4th round. And it's been that way ever since. And you even kind of brought this up today too, that like, who does Dak Prescott remind you of?
Well, it's Tony Romo, John.
Exactly. He literally is the same problem, the same good, not quite elite quarterback, right? Like, and I don't mean that, I really don't mean that as disrespect towards Dak, but he's better than most of the quarterbacks in this league. Over your Kirk Cousins, over all that, I would rather give him the guaranteed money. I'd feel much safer about, my investment or whatever. But like Dallas could have gotten Dak Prescott for 32, 5, 4 if you paid him at the right exact moment you did Carson Wentz, and they didn't. And now you're stuck with this again, this reiteration of all of that left over. You're going to have to start paying all these people, and this is it. This is that. I feel like Jerry feels this is his only window right here. This one right here is this year. Nothing built beyond that.
Yeah.
Do you feel that too?
Oh yeah, he's already admitted that the contract was a mistake. I mean, he said he was overpaid basically the second they signed Dak to this deal. So they didn't want to do it. Like he knew, and that's the thing. Like, is Dak Prescott worth $40 million a year? Probably, but he is like on some level, he's the worst level of great because he's really good. But is he super good to the point where he can carry the whole team? I mean, over the course of his career, he's had either an elite offensive line, and now it's CeeDee Lamb, it's Amari Cooper, it's Michael Gallup when he was healthy. Blake Jarwin can catch, Dalton Schultz can catch. Like, that's a lot of weapons. That's weapons all over the place. So he's really good. But is he going to be, as this team transitions and all the money into Zeke, who's now like dead weight at $18 million? I mean, he's not worth even a third of that. And then you're going to look at all these other guys that they're going to have to lose. Michael Gallup, who just tore his ACL, I get it, but he's not going to be there next year. So Amari Cooper, eventually, like, they're going to have to phase him out. They're going to have to cut players on the defensive side of the ball. Can Dak Prescott carry the franchise? Probably not. And that was the Romo problem. Romo earned every dollar and within the league was worth every dollar that he was getting, but he's not good enough to carry the franchise to a Super Bowl. And it lines up a lot, man. Him and Romo just seem so similar. So similar.
And just in terms of cap hell and leading towards that, again, it's the same iteration without as many playoff games. And random person again on YouTube, horrible coaching doesn't help Dallas, the Dallas offense, and they're going to lose Kelvin Moore. They're going to lose Kellen Moore to somebody. So, what are you really doing? And Dan Quinn's starting to get some. Yep. Didn't he get an interview this week too?
Denver apparently. So Denver's probably firing Vic Fangio, which hi Vic.
Oh,
hi.
By the way, Schefter said it came down to that game that was played today against the Chiefs. Still evaluating? Yeah, he's gone. I agree. But that's like, it's a ridiculous statement.
It's so dumb. Like, okay, you're going to evaluate it on that game where he just lost by like 7 to the number 1 seed with Drew Lock at quarterback. Yeah. So are you going to fire him for that? Like, you drafted Drew Lock, so is Elway firing himself? Good luck.
No way.
Denver's dumb. They're just a messy franchise with a lot of talent that has no idea what they're doing.
It just means that Dallas is going to get ripped apart here. Maybe they end up losing both coordinators. That would be very detrimental to what's going to happen in the future there.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're just going to be stuck with Mike McCarthy, Dak Prescott, some new maybe Joe Brady ends up going there. I could see that.
Don't do that.
That
don't
would be
do
bad.
that.
That would be not good. But I don't know. I think Dak's good enough to overcome bad offensive coordinators, but clearly it wasn't the same until Kellen Moore kind of showed up and did his shit and whatever. So I really do think Dallas has the potential to be absolutely disastrous next year.
Yeah, I mean, they maxed out the window of Dak as best they could before he got the big-time money. So I give him credit in terms of the roster building. The quality of the roster has been there, but it's all the intangible stuff in the coaching that's just been a mess. So they're going to blow it. They're going to blow the window. And now, like, this is going to be the time where Dak becomes the guy. And when he's the guy that's the anchor of the franchise for the next couple of years, where, again, they're $11 million over the cap next year. $11 million. Michael Gallup's gone right off the bat. They're going to have to cut other guys. You have the draft coming up, free agency coming up. They got to move a lot of money around. They've never been good at that. Like, this is the team historically. Remember this, John? Like, this was one of the most shocking things to me in my life as a fan of football. I remember a couple of years ago when Denver went on that Super Bowl run with Peyton Manning. Mm-hmm. So, you know who one of the key guys was on that team? DeMarcus Ware.
Oh, yeah. That was a huge mistake.
Yeah, they had to cut him because they were so over the cap and they couldn't restructure him. And they loved him, and he was great. He was a franchise all-time great. And they had to cut that guy when he still had something left because they couldn't manage the cap. Same thing's happening now. It's just a question of who it is. Like, who are they going to have to get rid of? What are the mistakes that they're going to make that they're going to be forced into as they tried to maximize this roster for right now and then overpaid for Zeke and overpay essentially for Amari Cooper and are stuck with the bill for Dak Prescott? Like, they're in such a bad spot. It's over for them. Like, I'm already writing them off. It's over. I just don't care. They're always going to have some talent, but are they going to ever be elite? Are they getting to the Super Bowl anytime soon? No, I'm just writing them off. So it is what it is with them. But I do want to get.
By the way, that was to make because they had paid. It's almost eerily similar. I'm pretty sure it's because they paid DeMarco Murray. They had to jettison one of their best pass rushers. And like the same thing with Zeke now. They ran into the same problem. I don't think there's been much difference outside of actual. No, that's not true. I was about to say something totally incorrect, but it does feel Dave Gettleman-ish still. Like of how they kind of just constructed both rosters, and now they're in a corner again, and it's the wrong corner to be in. You're paying too much for a running back, and one of your top wide receivers is injury prone and making a lot of money.
Yeah, so Dallas is a mess, and you see it in this game where it is desperation. It screams desperation. It has not been impressive for them, and they're probably going to lose in the first round. So, hooray!
Hooray! Absolutely. And one of the other things, that you notice is Micah Parsons is not out there, and I know this is just one game, and everyone's running vanilla stuff, but like dramatically different when he's not on the field.
Yeah.
So it's pretty. I can't wait for Michael Parsons' downfall. Can we just say that?
Yeah. I'm excited. I want to get more on that in a second, but here's the other thing too. Think about this. Micah Parsons is a rookie, right? He's the one guy that's going to sit. Is it like him and Trayvon Diggs and that's it? Those are the two guys you're going to sit? If you're going to sit a rookie and you've got a guy like DeMarcus Lawrence who's been there his whole career, who's been a great pass rusher for them his whole career, big time money, one of the highest paid guys on the team, you're going to play him? You're going to play him in this game. You're going to play Dak Prescott in this game. You're going to sit Micah Parsons. Really? Like,
what in the world?
What a clown show. And this is compared to Sirianni, who's getting Kelsey out there for the start streak, taking him out, getting Devontae Smith, throwing to him early, getting that rookie record for receiving yards, and then slowing it down and getting the ball to all the other guys. Like, Sirianni gets it. Dallas doesn't. And that's what this game is. Like, it's shocking how different these teams are. Shocking.
Man. Yeah. Starkly different. Even though I would clearly say the Cowboys have way more talent.
Yeah,
and
no, they do. Look at the
holy
defense.
Crap, they are going to keep Dak Prescott out there. This game is won. It's over, and they're going to keep starters out there. This is unbelievable, Mike.
Let them go. Let them pad their numbers.
I actually feel like some form of empathy.
I
don't know why. But
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I've been mad. Like, it's so dumb that I'm actually mad at how dumb this is. Like, it was Ron Rivera calling a challenge on a 3-yard gain in the first down in the first quarter the other week. Like, it's just so, like, it's so offensive to just any football knowledge whatsoever. It's just like it fries your brain, man.
You know what? If they're going to keep starters out there, if Nick has whole playbook full of trick plays that he knows he's never going to run, I'd like to see him right now, just for the rest of the game. Just to run triple option or just run something that'll piss Mike McCarthy off. If they're going to really bring out starters again, that's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, it's clown show.
Before we get to the second half here, their lineup to kick off, it's a very interesting question from our good friend Alvin Rutledge. It's a big, big, big trivia question, so we'll get some time to think about it. But Beat the Barcher trivia tonight is during the Eagles' 3 Super Bowl runs. So I'm guessing that's the 80 season, the 04 season, and obviously the 17 season.
Yep.
They defeated one team all 3 times on that run. another team twice, and one other team besides that. So who did they defeat 3 times, 2 times, and 1 time, all on those Super Bowl runs? It'll be interesting to think about, and I'll toss some guesses out here. And you should too if you have any. But I think I want to try and check off the team they beat all 3 times. And I believe that is the New York Giants. I believe they've beaten the Giants on all 3, except they didn't play the Giants.
No, they didn't play. I know. I'm pretty sure I know who it is for the Super Bowl for 3.
Oh wait, I know who it is too. It's the Falcons.
Yeah, Falcons.
It's the Falcons.
It's got to be the Falcons. I'd say it's the Falcons for 3. I would say it's the Vikings twice.
I love that.
Is my guess.
Yes,
which
because
is great.
they did that in. I believe they did that in 80. They did that in 80.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
So
and then obviously they did that in 17. And the time that they only beat once. And Pete's on that with the Vikings and Falcons too. Cowboys back on the field, by the way, with starters. Ridiculous. They're running for first downs, but they're unsuccessful. But
I'm trying to think of the 04 run. Who they?
Man, they beaten one. I'm going to say. Throw out the only beat once. Was it the Packers? It's somebody weird like that. I'm going to leave that as the one team. You tell me if I'm right, Alvin.
Yeah, I can't remember from the 04 run, which makes me feel old. I can't remember. So, yeah Alvin's got me stumped. I'll tell you that. Dallas is out here, and it is 2nd and 3 right now. Looks like they're going to be handing off here, and they do. Zeke had nowhere to go, and he just got crushed by Milton Williams. All right.
Dude.
All right, Milton.
Man,
yeah, Milton's good, dude.
Can I say this? This is something that, like, I am done talking about Howie Roseman for the rest of my life until he's gone. No more opinions, nothing. I am so done debating it. He's a great GM. He can't draft. He cleans up his own mess better than anybody in the league. This team is a playoff contender. I'm done fucking debating about it. I'm just so tired of the argument.
Hitch, clip that. If you're ready and you're set up at home, Hitch, please clip that. John's saying he'll never talk about Howie ever again.
I'm done. That's it. Because he is what he is. We accept that or we don't. And I accept him for what he is. He's really good at this.
So it looks like we're going to get a Dallas punt to start the second half. The Eagles got a 3 and out. They got a 3 and out.
Just when you think this game's got to turn into a blowout, the Cowboys offense is here again.
Yeah. So let's talk about this a little further, John, because this is one of the things I got into with Barney during the course of the week. Like, how do you feel about Howie Roseman, GM of the year?
No.
Okay. And I'm with you on that.
Votes, but no.
Yeah.
Very compelling argument. He almost made me switch sides, which is why you got to go listen to the latest podcast that's up there. If you haven't done that already, you can go to birdmen.com for all the platforms.
They almost blocked the punt.
Wow.
Oh, my God. They were so close to blocking that punt. And our guy Greg Ward just got wiped out. That's a flag. Okay.
Ooh, and we have our answer, and I should have known because it's a Cowboys game because obviously they beat the Cowboys. So the Vikings, Cowboys in 80, Vikings and Falcons in 04, and 17, and yes, championship game with the Vikings in 17 as well. Great question. Alvin has the best trivia questions on the planet. Known Alvin for a couple of years now. Thank you so much for tuning in. Great question.
Yeah, that was awesome, Alvin. I want to get to another question real quick that Pete gave us a little while ago. So where could Minshew get traded? And
I love this.
Here's my favorite theory that I currently have in my head. Cleveland hedges the bet.
Oh, Vince.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Vince, that would bring me such joy.
Oh, yeah. Could you imagine Mayfield and Minshew going at each other? Because Mayfield will make it personal.
I feel as though, you know what, it's probably, I'll even add on to that. It's faster than that. Mayfield gets his trade request, which was rumored by Cleveland.com. Did you see that?
Yeah. And then he tried to refute it publicly, but you could talk all the strong game, but he's probably blaming.
How about that? Baker, you definitely said those words. We're something close to it. But he gets traded to, I don't know, the Texans. And then Cleveland picks up the phone and says, give me Minshew for $880,000. We'll go figure this thing out. I love that theory.
Wouldn't that be awesome? It's basically the same guy. Like, you just get the same guy, same mentality, same style of player, and you just go way cheaper, with way less status.
But he's an actual team guy. Like he would never say that to OBJ or whatever is. Yeah, he would never, ever. The accountable Baker Mayfield is exactly what. Now, how much? 3? I think he's a 3.
Yeah, 100%. I think he's a 3 or a 4. That's definitely what he's worth because you're getting him so cheap. I mean, to get a potential starting quarterback for that cheap for a year is worth it. For a year, for the Browns who think they could go to the Super Bowl, like with the team that they've built, they want to go to the Super Bowl next year. So, yeah, I would push for a 3. Someone might do it.
I mean, it would be. Can you Minshew's perfect for Cleveland. Perfect,
right?
For Cleveland.
He's perfect. I would love to see him there. I really would.
Yeah, me too.
I think it'd be awesome. So that's what I'm rooting for.
I think another fun one, because there's a. What do you think of this? How about the Green Bay Packers after Aaron Rodgers gets traded, and you bring him in to push Jordan Love, and you see who is quarterback? I love that idea.
Okay, let me ask you this: do you think Rodgers is going to leave?
Yes. And Pete's in agreement with David Cullen in Texas. Give us a 3 for it. I think I like that. Aaron Rodgers is leaving. No doubt about it.
Man, I don't know. They're the 1 seed again, dude. I mean,
it doesn't matter. He hates that French. He hates that general manager. They want him gone too. This was this was a mutual thing. Like, it's clearly reading the tea leaves. This was we're going to stay together for 1 more year and then we're going to move on.
Well, I think it was, but now, I mean, you got to trade him. So first off, somebody's got to be willing to pony up, right? I mean, does he still technically have 1 more year? Or is he technically a free agent after this year? I guess that's a question. Because if he's a free agent, then he is going to walk. I would believe he's at least open to it. Somebody's going to pay him $1 billion, and I don't know if the Packers are willing to do it. But man, that's crazy. Now, here we go. Eagles have the ball. So Eagles just starting their drive off here to start the second half after Dallas went 3 and out because they're a bunch of losers trying to win a game against backups because they're desperate and they suck. So,
and by the way, Dan Quinn standing up in the booth, which I don't. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember him standing up in the booth this year a lot. So,
I don't know. And by the way, let me emphasize this because I know great football minds and all that. Dan Quinn, no relation. No relation. So
none whatsoever.
Let's see. Minshew in the gun. He's going to hand off here to Huntley. Huntley, he's running through stuff like I'm impressed by Huntley.
I think he won a job tonight, don't you?
I think next year he's going to be heavy in the mix next year, I would say. Because who knows? Like, if Sanders gets dealt, like Huntley and Sanders are not the same guy. Don't get me wrong. But if you're going very cheap and you want to move on from Sanders because he gets hurt and you think you can get a 3, then Huntley's in the mix.
I would bury Jalen Reagor on. I would make him inactive for the playoffs.
Oh, dude.
We can get into that, but there's no way I'm giving him snaps.
Not
a chance.
I'd be down for that, actually. I would be down for that. As the Eagles on 3rd and 2 go for a little sneak here, and the initial spot looks good. I think they're going to give this to him. Yeah, Minshew's there. There we go. All right, Eagles, dude, they're going to score again. Come on. They're going to score again.
By the way, I forgot to mention this. Kenny Gainwell, 61 yards at half, most in his career. So there you go.
There you go. And like random person said, yeah, Gainwell is awesome. I like Gainwell, man. That guy's got talent. I'm not giving up on him yet. I think it's just the way the backfield's worked out and whatever. He just hasn't gotten a ton of love. Plus, Boston Scott's been great. And the blocking, dude, the blocking. I mean, look at all these guys down the field. It's everybody. Richard Rodgers with a block down the field. Actually, on that play, Reagor, I'll give him credit for that when he was blocking down the field. Like, you're going to see this on the replay. He gets down there a little bit. And, never mind. No, it was just the angle from when they showed him.
Saying you need Reagor for the playoffs. So someone can explain to me why you need him for the playoffs. I'm all ears, but I can't.
Pete,
there's none.
Explain, Pete. I will gladly hear some argument as best you can fit it in a small comment section of why we could have Reagor. I don't see the point.
Jake, right. The Eagles are definitely not the only team that run in pistol. Is there some more gainage right there, baby? All right,
dude. Huntley's going.
32's got to stay, bro.
Yo, he's going to break
has
one.
To stay.
I guarantee you this guy's going to break one for at least 40 tonight. He's looking like it.
Is this still the first unit for the defense on the Cowboys?
Let's see.
I still see starters.
Yeah.
Some starters. I just
Yeah,
can't
there's
tell.
No, they've got some starters out there.
Because I don't think he is.
Jordan Lewis is out there. Keanu Neal's out there.
Yeah.
No, they've got a couple of starters out there still.
9.8 yards per click for him right now.
Dude.
Sean Bradley officially downgraded to out, by the way, so he was, that's why he was mad. Shit, that sounds like it's going to be a semi-serious injury. Son of a bitch.
Well, I mean, look, and it's unfortunate to say. I'm not going to try to downgrade Sean Bradley at all, but this is why you don't play anybody. This is why you don't play anybody that is a major cornerstone player for the team. You don't do it.
I like that. Jake going with, we need some of that triple option pistol with Jalen next week. Yo, I'm not serious. Yes, Jake, 100%. I'm with you. Even if you meant that sarcastically, I don't think
it'd be fun.
I'm down.
I would love to see it. I think it'd be fun. It's just nobody ever has the guts to run it in the NFL. Oh, Minshew with some pressure, and he's oh my god, he loves this like weird crab shuffle when he gets into trouble sometimes, and it's really funny. But Minshew had a lot of pressure. He backed up a little bit, tried to get it down the field. It's 4th and 3 for the Eagles, and they're going for it. They're going. He's staying on the field. Good. Go. Absolutely go. And you can do anything on 4th and 3. Honestly, they can run anything that they want.
Saying that it's going to be playoff Rager like Danny Briere and the Flyers. He's going to make some important catches in the playoffs. I know it might seem hard to believe, but that dude might score a TD.
Okay, listen. I thought he said Danny Briere. You said Danny Briere.
I did. I said.
Okay, yeah, I was going to yell at Pete there. I'm going to have to yell at you. Danny Briere was awesome.
No, if he's Danny.
Oh
Briere,
no, Quez! Oh my god! Oh my god, Quez, dude, what is he doing? What the hell was that?
Outstanding.
Thank God he's fast.
I don't understand how. By the way, I have no idea how Gardner Minshew's arm works, but it does.
I don't know. I don't know how any of this is working right now, dude. They're still competitive in this game. They're going to be down a touchdown. They're going to be down, 6 points.
Yeah.
In just a couple of minutes here. That's going to happen.
It's like a I don't know. His ball just seems to just do the like it's a frisbee, but it's a straight throw somehow. I don't get it.
I don't get any of this, but it's great. Here goes Huntley around the outside, and he's got, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot to go, but he's just got the wheels to make it around the corner there and get 2 yards. Like, that's just, God, he's so fast, man.
Inside zone, outside zone with 32. My God, man. Absolutely. Get to the edge and fuck them.
Yeah.
See, that, my friends, will beat the Packers. I just want to point that out. You put 32 on the field, backed up with Boston Scott, and you just bang, bang, bang. And if Miles hit, like, you can beat the Packers with this running game. So don't count me out because LaFleur is going to kick field goals in a bad situation again.
Well, yeah, LaFleur makes a lot of mistakes as a coach. Now, here we go. Minshew rolling out to his right-hand side, and he gets a nice throw there, right? I mean, that's a nice little ball, and that's Jalen Reagor, Pete's guy, Pete's man, Jalen Reagor. He gets the catch. And that's 8 yards here. So we're looking at probably like 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, depending on where they're going to place it. So here we go, man. They're inside the 30. They're almost at the 25.
See, Pete's coming around.
Yeah, Huntley, dude. Okay, see, he wants Huntley, but he doesn't want to bench Reagor.
Dude,
so we'll have to figure out.
For the playoffs, baby. Fresh legs. Keep Miles on. Sit Miles Sanders. His value will only go down if you play him.
Okay, I disagree with that take. We're playing Sanders next week. Here we go. Minshew in the shotgun. We can argue about it in a second. Here we go. Easy completion across the middle of the field. Not Jalen Reagor. Quez Watkins gets the first down again. That's 2 firsts for Quez on this drive. And the Eagles are now, I mean, God, they're inside the 25. They're cruising, dude. Now, there's less starters. I haven't seen DeMarcus Lawrence on this drive, so
he
it seems like
anymore, so it's okay.
Well, he shouldn't have played to begin with. But, he's in. He's in. They just put him back in. Oh, my God. They're so dumb. They're so dumb.
I thought they pulled him out. Sorry, buddy.
No, I hadn't seen him this drive. I hadn't seen him at all. But now he's back in there. He's number 90. He's in.
What in the world?
Look.
Get him, Gardner.
There he goes. Gardner's going deep. And but he said JJ. No.
They tried to do it. They tried to give it to you, Coach.
JJ had it. It was in his hands, and he dropped it.
Plus 1,000 to score tonight, and that's what he does.
Gary's sick. Oh, Gary. Oh, my God, Gary. Look at JJ, dude. He can't,
unreal.
He knows.
What's the flag here?
throwing to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside in the end zone, 19 yards. It's the only 19-yard penalty in the NFL. It's the only one. Dude, he's so open too. He makes a nice play, adjusts himself well, and it just falls right through.
Oh my God.
It goes right through J. Jaw's hands in the end zone, dude. He's got the yips.
That was a perfect ball by Gardner Minshew, by the way.
He's Yip City.
Perfect ball.
All right, so what is this? Is it offensive pass interference because he threw the corner, which he did, and he still couldn't catch it? If he gets the penalty and he couldn't catch it, my God, like
that's a Noonan.
You can't throw to him ever again. You just, my God, 2 targets, no catches.
Hit him again. Hit him again, Minshew.
Minshew in the pocket. He's got time. He throws to Huntley. Oh, that's a bad ball behind him. But if he threw it ahead, it would have been picked. And there's another flag. Okay. Dude, this game is just so wild. I wasn't sure how entertaining this game would be. This game is very entertaining. I got to tell you, I'm getting a real kick out of this. It's making me angry. It's making me laugh. This is quality.
This is quality time.
I've been
that there's no chance for J. Jaw. The J. Jaw comeback is dead officially.
It's so dead. They just called PI on him now. He got PI on this play. And they call offensive pass interference for that. They don't call it when they level a corner from the Eagles and it leads to a touchdown. Whatever, dude. That was totally clean. That's bullshit. It's flat out bullshit. I'm sorry. That's a joke. That's a joke. Okay. Here's Minshew. He's in the shotgun. And
3 wide. I see Greg Ward in the slot here.
Kenny Gainwell in the backfield here instead of Huntley. Quick throw to Rager. That was a bad play. Rager's like, what the hell, man? And he's right. What was that?
I just tweeted, no more J-Jaw, no more Rager. Give all the snaps to Huntley. A lot of agreement so far in the 3 seconds it's been up.
Yeah, there you go. As it should be. All right, Eagles are going to kick a field goal here. They're going to be down 10 is what it looks like. I don't know what the point is, but, they're whatever. They're at the 25. So, yeah, I mean, it's such a weird play. He throws well behind Rager, which I get because if he throws it ahead, it's going to get picked. But that means you don't throw the ball there. And that's the problem with Minshew, right? For the Minshew people, he doesn't have great arm strength.
No, it's never. That's what I mean. It just looks like a frisbee.
Yeah,
I don't get it. I don't get it at all, my friend.
No, he's playing the game where he's trying to mitigate because he knows he doesn't have the arm strength, but it's bad plays. You just can't work.
Corey on Twitter also brings this up too, which is a very interesting point. How bad is Travis Fulgham at practice if that is happening in games? He doesn't have I would seriously consider calling him up again. He's on the street, right? Probably be a good dude. Or is he back on the practice squad? I believe he is.
Well,
look, I don't know. Well, either that or John Hightower or whatever. Dude, you got to find something here. You've got to find something.
I mean, you got to find something. Well, here's the problem. They're an elite running team, man. They want J-Jaw because he can block. It is what it is. They want a blocking receiver. The problem is he's so bad that he can't catch anything. He's had, 4 catches this year, and it was fun. It was fun when he's caught him. He had a first down or 2, 2 weeks ago. It's oh, yeah, okay. That's all you need, But he can't consistently do it. And when you're getting open in the end zone like that, and he just right to it. I mean, come on, man. It's just he's if he didn't dedicate himself to blocking, he wouldn't be in the league. And he knows that. So good for him to adapt and make it so he's not the worst pick of all time.
Sure.
Because there are plenty of receivers like that, but dude, he sucks. It's really bad.
Yeah. Howie calling in those plays in the drive, trying to feature Jalen and JJ. Absolutely. And this is what I told Howie and you. Do the Ben Simmons. Just hide them and people forget. All you have to do is hide Jalen Rager, and people would have forgotten. But it's too far down the line there. If you keep casting that out 3 or 4 times to try and get some value, this is what happens. You're gonna end up cutting them. So
yeah, it's the more you prove that it doesn't work. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you hide him, you go, oh, well, he didn't get a ton of chances and they gave up on him, and then somebody else is going to go, well, we can fix him.
Blame yourself.
Yeah.
Say, you know what? That was on us. That was on me. We went through coaches. We changed quarterbacks. That's on me. This guy just needs a fresh start. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry, baby. It's not you. It's me. It's me.
It's a classic. It works all the time.
It does. And then you see her with the next guy and you go, oh, good luck to that motherfucker. He's screwed. Like you just let someone else deal with it. Like, why make it your problem? Let Rager sit and languish and get out of here. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, too. Like, going back to J-Jaw for a second here, wouldn't you rather just see, like, looking at Tyree Jackson, what he's doing right now, whenever JJ should be on the field, just play Tyree. Play Tyree.
I love that.
What's the difference?
Yeah,
J-Jaw's a tight end that can't catch.
Great point too. Exactly. So
play tight end.
Tyree's the wide receiver guy, right? Like we just got through saying that they're missing his Zach Ertz element there too, and they need another pass catcher like him. So there you go. Tyree Jackson should be your answer. It's also kind of why I think you might have seen a little 13 personnel towards the end of the season there. Last couple of games, I think, against the Giants and Washington and all that stuff too. So yeah, I would think that'd be a great solution to that problem, which is bad drafting.
Yeah, it's bad drafting and also really good tight end identification and development. Like who knows what Noah Togiai is and Jack Stoll and all those guys. But honestly, I would rather play those guys than J.J. Arcega-Whiteside because even if he can block better than those guys right now, and maybe he can. Maybe he can. Like I could be wrong, but I would bet he can block better than those guys right now, and that's why he's on the field. But he can't catch. He can't catch.
He can't catch at all. Can't catch it all. And
so what's the threat?
I don't know. I don't know. There is none. There is no threat. Oh, man. Did he lay that dude out? Did Noah how do you pronounce his last name again? I'm sorry.
Togiai is the best
Togiai, that's right. Noah Togiai just absolutely crushed 39 on Dallas there. That was a huge hit. Good Lord. I just saw the replay on that. My goodness.
Yeah, they're tending to him, so that's why there's a delay in the game action right now.
Oh yeah, dude. And Jake with a good point. Could you imagine if that happened in the playoff game? Like a perfect drop into the bucket for JJ. And that's, to me, you know what? Like, that's on the coach if that ever happened in a real game. That's on you, or you know exactly what kind of mess you're going to get into if you try and force the ball to those two guys. So I mean, like, coach has got to put his nuts on the field at some point. Go win a playoff game.
And that's the thing. Like, you want guys that are generally specialists, right? Like, they're really good at one thing, but they have to occasionally give you the threat of the other thing. Like, Cecil Martin, fullback for the Eagles like 20 years ago. That guy was a run blocker. Fine. But once in a while, Cecil would catch a pass. Once in a while, they'd throw something to him. Just a little dump off, and then go and take it for a few yards. That's all it needs to be. But when you don't really have that in J-Jaw, man, I mean, it's especially at wide receiver, literally. Like blocking tight end, even those guys catch like 10 passes a year, Like you can't do that.
I'm making sure you get credit for this because I believe I feel like the Eagles are going to get Tyree Jackson in that role. That makes the most sense to me.
It's the only thing that makes sense right now.
I love that take. That's a good
That's what they got to do. So how about this? They're going to be getting back to game action in just a minute here. But Washington, I want to talk about this story in the drive. Washington leaked their logo, or leaked two potential logos, I guess, or maybe they leaked the second one because the first one got leaked, so they're trying to cover up the first leak with the second leak. It's what a disaster. What a disaster that is. As Dallas is a disaster here, 30-20 right now, as their offense is still on the field in the middle of the third quarter of a meaningless game because they still might lose. It's a Dak Prescott handoff here, and they get 4 yards. Good for them. Good for them.
Love this.
Great job.
5:52 and ticking, and it's in the third quarter. What else do you have to prove? This has to be Dak Prescott doing this, right? Because Jason Garrett and him have done this before in the past.
Yeah.
So I think this is a Dak thing.
Maybe it is. Tyron Smith's not on the field. So there's that. But if he's not on the field, why is Dak on the field? Yeah, maybe it is a Dak thing.
Yeah.
Maybe Dak is just broken. Like, I don't know. Because there's like, hey, guys, we got to get things right. And then there's like some level of insanity where you're just trying too hard, man. Like, this is
You were getting into the try-hard category? Yeah.
What else is this?
Yeah.
What is putting up 30 points against a practice squad defense going to do?
This is some Captain America bullshit.
Yeah.
Something like that.
This is awful, man. I mean, it's great. Oh, well, first down. Oh man, our spirits on 3rd and 1.
Oh,
are you devastated, John? I'm devastated.
I'm crushed, brother. I can't believe that
this is
Cowboys
hard.
they're just taking care of business.
Man, I don't know how we're going to survive this. I hope you're doing okay as you're watching this game at home. I mean, clearly this is heartbreaking to all of us, as actually it's hilarious and they could still win. I legitimately have not given up on the fact that they could win this game. I haven't given up on that. I really think they can win still. I mean, if Dak turns the ball over at some point, and Zeke almost fumbled it earlier, and Dak almost got picked earlier. If they get a turnover in this game, it's a whole different game. I mean, really, I would panic if I'm Dallas. Oh, here comes some pressure. Oh.
Was that a Kerrigan almost again for you?
That was a Kayvon Wallace almost,
oh.
who's now officially on my stinks list with Ryan Kerrigan. So it's very similar, but not exactly the same.
If you put him on the stinks list, then that's I think that's okay.
Yeah, I think he deserves it. Right now, dude, they should, people talk about linebacker draft safeties. For the love of God, draft safeties. Where the NFL is, what this league is about, what the Eagles are about, where everybody is. Rodney McLeod's older. He's had an ACL tear. He's played well this year, but, dude, how much longer? Anthony Harris is a holdover guy. Epps isn't really any good. He's a fringe player. Draft all the safeties. They could draft 3 safeties next year, and I'd be like, yeah, that was good. They could use that. Really? I mean, why not?
Yeah. Well, that's what's changing. I hate to even say this. Their values changed a lot, but we can get into that in Big Picture Tuesday stuff.
Yeah, I would love to get into that at some point because I think they should draft a lot of safeties. Now that I think about it, I hadn't thought about it before, but dude, draft all the safeties. Here's Cedric Wilson again. The Eagles just don't seem to realize is on the team, even though he's torched them for 85 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. They get a free play out of that too. That's nice.
Offside on the Eagles. So they're gonna. I mean, they just got 25 yards on that play. If you're actually trying to keep super close score to this, they got a ton of yardage on that one. So let's see. Dak in the pocket. Yeah, he drops back.
And there you go. Keanu Neal just walked off to the locker room per all the Dallas beats.
There you go. That's good.
Clarence
good
Hill
work.
Jr. on it first. Unbelievable.
Yep. God, I mean, just so dumb. If I was Keanu Neal, I'd be mad. If I was his agent, I would be mad.
So would I. Be this son of a bitch wants us to go out there for no reason. I'm talking about Dak Prescott.
Yeah, Keanu Neal's old. He's got I feel like he's in his mid-30, 33 at this point.
He's probably actually a lot younger than that. It just
right.
It
feels like he was in Atlanta forever.
Yeah.
So here's another carry. Corey Clement to the outside. He gets maybe 5 yards. 2:50 left in the third quarter, by the way. So just a little reset here. 30-20 Dallas right now. They've been trying hard. The Eagles have not, and yet they're still very competitive in this one. Dallas had a 3 and out on the last drive, by the way. Yeah,
26 years old. That's all he is.
Keanu Neal's only 26.
Damn right.
Falcons Keanu Neal, former Falcons.
And he's gonna turn 27 in July.
He's the oldest 27-year-old of all time.
Exactly.
Wow, that's crazy. Wow.
Good that they're running Zeke here in the third quarter to get really past this third string defensive line here.
Yeah, really got to warm him up. The guy who's had 8,000 carries for his career. Dude. 3rd and 1. All right. And it's probably 4 down territory for Dallas, I guess.
100%.
Right? I think it is. They're dumb. They're at the 22 right now. 22, 23, right in that space. And Dak's at the line. They're primed to run. They got a lineman in the backfield again. They really like this lineman in the backfield thing, which I kind of dig. But why are you doing this right now? Are you really putting a lineman in the backfield for the heavy package in a game like this? Really? It's such try hard nonsense, man.
Yeah,
this is awful.
Zeke is now. Mike Clay just tweeted out he's playing 80% of the snaps so far tonight. What is the deal?
Oh, that's great. Why? I don't understand why, man. I don't understand any of this. It's really great. They're going to lose next week, and it's going to be oh, so what'd you do all this for? Could you remind me?
Get that. We got to get right here.
I mean, really, it's
such a hairy high school, freaking unreal.
So it's the mojo moment, baby. You
They're
see that
not-
with the McCarthy and the Hard Knocks at the beginning of the year. He's talking about mojo moments. Yeah, this is a mojo moments. Oh yeah, but he's wiggling the belly. Mojo moment. All right. Yep.
1,000 miles an hour. Mojo moments. Sounds like a terrible Megadeth song.
We should write that song now. I think we need to write that song. We're making that an official thing. Here we go. Oh, okay. A little dump off to the outside there. They got maybe 3 yards from Corey Clement, and he gets knocked out of bounds. So what we're looking at, like 3rd and 6, probably for Dallas. That got hit on the play, which is exactly what Dallas is looking for. Good for them.
Yeah,
got to toughen them up. That's it. It's just you gotta get the muscles in shape. Having your quarterback hit in like 20-degree weather is good for him. It's good for him. So.
I did enjoy. By the way, Devontae Smith did come out in like shorts and everything in pregame. Did you see that? I trying to get the factorness of the cold in here.
Oh, I was hoping he came out of the tunnel at halftime like that. But okay, here we go. A little dump off to the outside again, and he got knocked out short. I think, yeah, yard short. It's going to be 4th and 1 here. Kayvon Wallace making the tackle again. So 4th and 1 at about the 11.
They're gonna go for it here.
They might if you're doing this, you might as well. If they kick a field goal, it's like, why are you even doing this? You know what I mean? Kicking a field goal would be really funny and counterproductive. So I want them to kick a field goal, but I don't know.
Pete, I haven't seen it. Did you see Vince? Have you seen the Man in the Arena with the Eagles Super Bowl episode yet?
No, I haven't seen.
I didn't even
honestly,
watch the documentary yet.
Pete, give us a little summary of why it's worth watching. Because let me tell you this, Pete, and everybody out there, I have no intention of watching that show. None. I hate Brady,
stinks,
dude.
Man.
I hate Brady. Like I outright do not like the guy at all. Can't stand the guy. Like to me, he's just so smug, and everything seems fake and polished and whatever. Like I don't. And again, all the cheating scandals and everything. It's just like I don't care, man. I'm not going to glorify this guy. Is he the greatest football player to ever live? Yes. Do I like him? No. I don't have to like him because he's good. How many people don't like LeBron James? Plenty of people hate LeBron. LeBron's the best player of his generation. It's not even close. He revolutionized the sport. Do I have to like Tom Brady? No. So yeah, like screw him. I'm not watching a Tom Brady documentary produced by Tom Brady because ESPN loves Tom Brady and wants him to be a commentator when he retires. Like I don't need that.
You know what I thought of too is, do you feel as though this is where I love that we get to talk about this in week 18? Tinfoil hat here.
Yes.
I feel as though Tom Brady is actually the NFL's Truman Show or Manchurian Candidate or whatever it is, because they have to choose somebody, and I think they just chose him. You know, like the first Super Bowl he won, it's like, oh, that's nice. And then the NFL looked at it and be like, I mean, we could really just build a character around Tom Brady, and that's what you see around us, right? We love to watch him succeed. We love to watch him fail, no matter what. Like, we're always tuned in because we really want to see him win or lose. Very eerie, like what he's able to do and pull off around all the shit that they're able to get away with Robert Kraft and all this other stuff. Like, no one's ever thought about that for 1 second. TB12 stuff, all the other crap that he brings into the locker room. I know it's all bullshit, but like did he own a stake and all that stuff. Truman Show, that's what Tom Brady is.
I love you. I love you spouting that theory because, I don't believe that even for a second a little bit, but I love it. I love the theory all the same. I think it's great. It's so great.
It's just like, and then like one day he's going to show up wherever it is at his retirement ceremony, and he's just going to open the 50-yard line, and there'll be a swinging door, and it'll just say, well, good morning, good night, and good afternoon, and walk right under the tunnel and disappear.
If I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Flash his rings, and then he'll be on some desert island 3 months later.
First, 4th and 1 here. 4th and 1, it's a handoff up the middle. Oh, they got it. They got it.
All right.
For a second, I thought you were going to say Tom Brady, and he's going to have the Hall of Fame speech, and then he's going to open up his face and reveal the circuitry. And
oh, my God. It's Danny DeVito the whole time. Or whatever, Krang from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Krang. I saw you were watching Ninja Turtles the other day.
I did. I forgot that Sam Rockwell was in that, and it freaked me out. a teenage Sam Rockwell is in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I had no idea. He has like 2 lines, and like the kid gets into the, where all the teenagers say, what was the clan called again? I forgot.
The Foot Clan.
Oh yeah, the Foot Clan, where you hang out and do all that stuff. And like there he is, one kid's asking him, so do you guys have menthols or regular cigarettes? And he's like, both. It's great down here. And it's like, I'm like, oh my God, Sam Rockwell. Anyway,
how about that?
Pointless information for everybody.
Well, yeah, it's good information. I've been watching a lot of movies this past week.
Me too.
Dude, just in the past 3 days alone, I've watched the new Matrix movie, which I thought was good. It's totally bananas and ridiculous, and it's definitely not as good as the original. But like, if you know what you're getting into, it's a good movie. Really enjoyed that. It's all over the place, dude. I saw that. I saw Sister Act 1 and Sister Act 2.
Wait, you've never seen either of those?
I think I've seen them. I think I was really young when I saw them. But like, dude, they're great. Especially the first one. Sister Act's awesome. That's a great movie.
It's one of the That's why I still love Whoopi. Kind of.
Yeah, and
she's getting weird
second,
when she's getting old, but that's another topic for another day.
Yeah, and like the second one is Lauryn Hill, which like Lauryn Hill's the truth, dude.
Oh my God, yeah, that was and a very young Lauryn Hill too, by the way. So
yeah, she was like super young when they did that movie. It was like 92, 93. Sister Act 2 came out, so it was before she even did her own solo album, which was like the greatest thing ever, and she was maybe 22 when that came out. So like, holy crap, yeah, just complete superstar. But yeah, a lot of great movies lately. So I like that we're getting into like Manchurian Candidate theories and all sorts of stuff like that.
We're gonna wake up one day and that's gonna be Seth Wickersham is gonna have like how Tom Brady was actually a robot. My story, and it'll be great for all of us to read one day. But speaking of that, I mean, props to Kyle Bennett, and remind us of that today. 2 months ago saying, you know what, I want the Bucs right now because that's the best matchup for the Eagles, and I think they could possibly beat them. And now the national media is running with that storyline. So hat tip and props to Kyle Bennett for calling that months ago. Like where your head's at, kid. That's why you're part of the show. Thank you.
Yeah, Kyle nailed that, man. I mean, he was totally on point. And he's right. Like, I feel it more by the day, dude. And I'm telling you, that Antonio Brown stuff, it's no joke. Like, and for Bruce Arians' side of it, he's like, yeah, we all know what happened, which is what I was saying earlier if you missed it. He had all these incentives in his contract. He was pushing hard to try to reach those incentives because he needs the money because he's a mess and he's thrown away millions upon millions of dollars. And, they weren't throwing him the ball, so he freaked out and they got rid of him. Like, but for them to deal with that, it's like, and get all those questions about it, they don't want to deal with all that. They've got to deal with that now. Who knows what he airs in the next week? And plus, the woman that he's stuck into his hotel room allegedly might have COVID. So he might have spread COVID to the whole team just before the playoffs, which, my God, what a disaster. As Dallas gets an easy touchdown because nobody on this team, for all these corners that they've been flexing around and moving up the roster and off the roster and all this stuff, none of these guys can play.
No. Yeah.
None of them.
It's Dak was breaking a record tonight. Is that what it is? Is that why he probably was hanging in this one?
Dude, are they really doing this so he could break a record early in his career in the beginning of the 17-game era? They're gonna play him in this game for that, long for that.
And there's I feel like that's probably part of the reason here too.
What's the record?
Silly. I don't know. I'm going to
keep me posted on that. Keep an eye on Twitter. I know you got that.
There you go.
Let me know what this is.
Thrown more touchdowns this season than any Dallas quarterback in the entire history. Single season record.
Okay, good for him. Congrats.
So that's why he's probably starting tonight. What a loser.
That's the most loser thing of all time. You're going to start that guy because you needed him to throw 5 touchdowns to get the record. So you have to start him against practice squad guys in a week 18 mark when your team stinks going into the playoffs. You're going to start him now for that? If he gets off the field after that touchdown, this is an embarrassment. If I was a Dallas fan, I'd lose it over that. Are you serious, dude? Can you imagine if Jalen Hurts was playing in this game because they needed 5 touchdowns against a practice squad lineup to get a record that nobody cares about in an extra game in the season? Are you really going to do that? Like, this is, again, atrocities against football are just being committed left and right by Dallas tonight. This is a joke.
Ah, man. Yeah, this is totally, let's get Dak in there. Yeah, to pass Tony Romo, who had the record at 36 in 2007 and
so
2014.
Dak passed himself. That's past his own record.
No. Did I say that wrong? I'm sorry. It was Romo's
No, I'm
record.
saying he's told me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
he passed himself.
Sorry, it took me a second. They're literally the same person.
Yes, they are the same person. We are now convinced that Dak and Romo are the same guy, and they're going through the exact same cycle with the Cowboys, and it's a beautiful thing. Let's say, look, the Eagles aren't going to win this game now. They're down 17. It's the fourth quarter. They're not going to win this game, but another touchdown drive from Minshew would be nice, right? Trade value and all that kind of stuff. Like, let's get a Minshew touchdown.
Yeah, let's get a Minshew touchdown. Let's get honestly Neal on the ball. Oh my God! Seeing how we have some time, are you ready? Are you ready for this?
Okay.
There's something in the world of the NFL analytics that is not being talked about enough, and I'm fully on board with it. Just like the 2QB system. You can mathematically, there is now a kneel down index, my friends, a kneel down index. You want to piss off a football team? It is now mathematically impossible with 7 minutes plus in a football game to come back down 17 if you kneel on the ball. It will force the team to burn all the timeouts. There's a long explanation to it, but it forces the team to burn all the timeouts. By the time you get down to a minute and 30 seconds, you should have the ball and kneel again, and they can't get the ball back. There are so many little cool meta things that are popping up, and I would love if the Eagles could implement this somehow in a playoff game. Somebody's going to do it. The old adage of just running the clock out or do that. There is literally a strategy right now that does work mathematically. If you're up 17 by so many, you can't beat math. Kneel down method. I'm ready for it. So I would like to see that with 7 minutes in a playoff game this year if somebody's ballsy enough to do it.
Yeah, I would say watch the Patriots in the playoffs this year because they'll do it. Belichick
100%.
did that thing with the punts where he'd take a penalty and the clock would run. And remember all that gamesmanship? I forget exactly what quirk he was exploiting in the rules.
It was against the Jets and Adam Gase to piss him off because he knew that he could take a delayed penalty and the clock would still run. And it took off a minute and a half worth of game time because he knew he was going to kick his ass. And he just wanted to get out of there. Yep, yeah, exactly. And Dan's agreeing with you in the same way. Feels like Belichick would pull the kneel down. Yeah.
Yep. 100%, Dan. It's exactly what would happen. And by the way, Minshew just got sacked. He got his ass kicked, and it's fourth down. Good. So they're going to punt.
You know, you need to pull him now too. It's time for cement time.
It is.
You need Gardner Minshew in the playoffs. If you feel like you're going to go on a run, you need to pull him right now.
You're right. Reed Sinnett should totally be playing right now. He's the guy the rest of the way. You do him, you hand off to Huntley, and you get out of here and you live your life, man. This game doesn't matter. We all knew that coming in. They made it competitive to start. It was fun. It was funny. This was great. It was really, this was an encouraging game, man.
You want to know why I need to see Reed Sinnett as well? Because he's an Iowa kid. So
how bad is he, John?
Not the University of Iowa, just born in Iowa.
Oh,
so,
okay. Yeah. Well, that's different. So maybe he's good.
Yeah, I would have yelled from, but it's a small from. Yeah.
Who's the best quarterback that Iowa's ever produced? University of Iowa.
Oh, Jesus. First one that comes to mind is Ricky Stanzi, and if you can remember that, God bless you, because he ended up being a backup for the Jags.
Oh, okay. And wasn't he with the Chiefs briefly as well?
I believe that is true.
Yeah.
Drew Tate, who had one of those. Go look this up, by the way, afterwards. Okay. Drew Tate, LSU. That's all you need to say. It was one of the best. We ended Nick Saban's career at LSU, and that was awesome. Oh God, Tyree Jackson got hurt. Poor Josh Tolino over there at the Inquirer. Guy I really like, by the way. Seems to be pretty going with the flow with that new crop of the Inquirer beats. We'll get into that at some point. Yeah, but he's down on the field. Everybody's saying that now too. Son of a bitch. There goes your idea, pal. Sorry.
Man,
no contact, non-contact according to Hitch. Son of
a
bitch.
Oh no, dude. He tore his ACL before, didn't he?
I believe so. Oh yeah, Jake with the assist. Yeah, CJ Beathard. He's still in the league and playing with San Francisco right now.
Oh yeah, no, it probably is CJ Beathard. Yeah, he had that little brief stint with San Francisco where he won a couple of games. Yeah.
It's
he's got to be the guy.
They need to go to the spread offense if they want to recruit quarterbacks, and Kirk Ferentz is an old fossil, so that's my main complaint for the last 10 years.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It's
That's why
You
I've
find
kinda,
your
like,
identity
tuned
as a
out.
coach. You find what you can build around, and what you can actually coach well, and that's
Yeah.
it. So
Hitch with a question tonight too, as always. I was thinking about the matchup. Don't the Bucks have a great run defense with the now recently paid, by the way, if you missed it, Vita Vea actually got paid tonight during this game, extended 4 years, $74 million or somewhere around there. I feel like they could make the Eagles one-dimensional, and they already do. I mean, that was kind of like the Vince, I don't know if you remember Frank Reich's comments when they had Carson Wentz like throw against them, and everybody's going, "What are you doing? I got Jonathan Taylor, this offensive line, blah blah blah." That's how you beat the Bucks right now. It's through the air because their secondaries, it's been banged up. Hasn't been the same. It's tough to keep those defenses together. I would go around it too. That's why I was so adamant about Jalen Hurts trying to find something that works in his passing game that he feels confident about, which, playoffs are a whole different beast, but for the end of the regular season, I thought they kind of found that a little bit. And I would absolutely have Jalen Hurts throw 35 times against the Bucks.
yeah, I mean, I don't want to do it. Look, it's one of the
but might have to.
and now they took Dak out. What a loser game this is.
What a bunch of freaking losers.
Yeah.
You had to throw 5 touchdowns and 295 yards against a backup squad to pat yourself on the back. I mean, if it's a bonus check, whatever, I'm never going to complain about anybody getting more money, but Dak Prescott, I will.
Dude, here's the thing. If you're Dak and you're doing that for incentives, if you're Dallas, shouldn't you just guarantee him the money and be like, dude,
Exactly.
Why? Like, that
like,
was
we don't
all
know
I was
for that
asking
for sure,
today.
But,
Why? Yeah, especially if it's for an artificial record. Oh, he's got more touchdowns than Tony Romo now ever did. Okay, well, he had an extra game than Romo, and that's going to be the eternal thing with all of this. And by the way, Dak's a young guy. You just paid him to be your franchise guy as a young guy. As Corey Clement runs for like 45 yards because this secondary is the worst thing I've ever seen. Isn't he gonna have like 10 more chances to do that if he's the guy you think that he is? Isn't he going to be able to do this every single year? Like, why do you need to break a record in a meaningless 18 game? It's not even that he's doing it against the Eagles. I don't care that he's doing it against the Eagles. It's just dumb. Like, it's just, which I should be happier about this, but I like football too much is my problem. I like the sport. I like the sport so much that I just hate that these things happen. Like, it just it doesn't make any sense. So whatever. If that makes them happy, that's why they're losers and they never win anything, because they value dumb things. Like, that's like ridiculous.
Yeah. It's one thing to like, Devontae Smith needs a few yards. Sure. Kelsey wants to wave his hat. Absolutely. But, I mean, outside of that, Jacoby Stevens. Guy I kind of wanted to see just got crushed there, too. Good Lord.
All right. Now, John, I want to spice things up a little bit because we're in the middle of the fourth quarter here. We got a little bit of a ways to go. It is Cooper Rush time. It could be Reed Sinnett time.
They're about to score again.
Something we haven't done all year, and I think this is a good time to do it. Until the end of this game, John, ask us anything.
That's a great idea.
Ask us anything. Honestly, for the rest of this game, let's go.
And
wherever you want to go.
Let's put a clock on this anyway, because I don't want to give these guys any credit with my voice and or that in a meaningless game either. We need to rest ourselves up for the playoffs too, and so do you. It's on a Saturday night to do all this crap. Unbelievable, the Dallas Cowboys. This is all it was. This whole thing was set up for Dak Prescott to break the damn record.
So dumb.
So dumb.
Yeah, so
and now Tyree Jackson's out. But yes, please ask us anything.
Yeah, so throw whatever you want out in the comments. Let's get to whatever you got. Let's have some fun here for the last little bit, and we'll go through the rest of this game. We'll still keep you clued in as certain things are happening along the way. I'm still watching the game. John's still watching the game, but it's just like some random guy. Ito Smith just got a touchdown. Who really cares? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna make a big deal of an Ito Smith touchdown in a meaningless Week 18 game. So, let us know what you want.
Dallas, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I forgot he was in the league still. I thought if anything, he's still a backup in Atlanta. So there's that. Bulletin board material could be.
I kind of feel like this isn't bulletin board material, but. I feel like the Eagles have enough. Don't you get? I kind of get that there's this underlying fire burning that they just don't. They have not been showing over the last a week and a half, 2 weeks, whatever it is. But they are so ready for this, even if it's a one and done. But they are so ready to go play playoff football.
Yeah. Dude, they get what's going on. And that's the cool thing about this team turning around the way they have. When you turn around this quickly from a Super Bowl team that was trying to keep it together and fell apart, to turn around this fast, you still have all your veteran guys. Like Brandon Graham is still here. Lane Johnson is still here. Jason Kelsey's still here. Like to have that gut of your team, the heart of your team still be here. Rodney McLeod, like those guys get it. So they know what needs to be done. They're holding everybody accountable. They're going to practice hard. Jalen Hurts is going to hold everybody accountable and practice hard. So, like, they're so ready to go. They wouldn't need anything like this. They wouldn't want anything like this. They know what it is. It's Kelsey for a snap, and he's gone. You keep the streak, you're out of here. It's not and for him, it's one snap and you're out of the game. If it was if it was he has to play 80 snaps to play the most snaps of any Eagles player in a season, like, yeah, he should never do that. And I don't think he ever would, but it was one play. Who cares, right? Fine. Right. You do one snap and get off the field, whatever. But Dallas is a whole other animal.
Yeah, it is. It is. Shouldn't everyone just kneel down at this point? Everyone take a knee. Let's go get some sandwiches. That's what I.
That's all it is. I had a buffalo chicken sandwich to start this game, and I'm happy to eat something else after this. I'm still a little hungry.
Jake chiming in with our first Ask Us Anything question. You all have some great content. We appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Have you? How long have you guys been working together? How did it start? Man, I think we. It's when I first came over to WIP, right? 2016, I think.
Yeah.
Me and Vince met each other. We had. Some crazy ideas and probably most of the group in there. We at one point tried to elevate what we were working on to be what it is like right now in terms of trying to have, we're in studio, media company, blah, 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 all that other fun stuff. So this is just kind of a continuation of that. And Vince has been one of the guys that understands my crazy ideas and I understand his. And that's why we kind of stuck together since then.
Yeah, I mean, let me tell you guys something. Like, I love John to death, man, and I trust John with my life. Like, that's what this is. For us to be together in this business the way that we've been and the ideas and things that we've gone for, like, we're just so in sync with things. And when me and John first started working together doing the WIP stuff, at one point, I was a full-time producer at WIP. I quit my job. As a full-time producer.
He's done that twice now, by the way.
Yes. And that's the thing. I've done it twice now to quit my job, a stable paying job at the biggest radio station, one of the biggest radio stations in America. I've quit it twice to do work with John, although I'm still technically with WIP. I don't do anything over there anymore, really. But that's why, because I want to do stuff like this, to do this all the time, to do this me and you, to be able to curse during the show, things you can't do in a corporate format. Like, it's just... I just want the authenticity and I love WIP, and it's a big part of why I'm doing this now. But to be able to do this is like the ultimate dream for me, man. And I've loved every bit of it. So to be able to meet you a couple of years back like that through WIP and still do this today, dude, love every second of it. Absolutely do.
Yeah. And actually, Stephen K's got it. It's like if I had gone to college, I would try and work with you guys. I didn't go to college at all. And you shouldn't if you want to be in this medium, at least not the traditional route. That's just from me to you, especially now, like after the pandemic and all this other stuff. If you're trying to like learn something completely new, by the way, if you are ever trying to do this thing in sports, that's the studio you are in. Just come on by, ask me and Vincent questions. Come do a Google Meet, whatever it is. Like this is a caster club essentially. We want to help people that want to do this stuff, and it doesn't even have to be necessarily in sports. That's kind of the company we created, Last Out Media, along with everybody else that's partnered with us, and Taylor and everybody's kind of brought to the forefront there. So yeah, absolutely. If you guys ever think you have an itch or whatever, or you're around the area, you want to jump in. Like when we say this is the People's Podcast, it is. So you feel like being an intern because you've never done this before? Let us know. If you have experience, let us know. You want to write some stuff? There's a newsletter. There's YouTube. There's the podcast. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah, and one of the guys, shout out to Hitch, by the way, Eric Hitcher, who's been working with us on the show throughout the year, and there he is right now in the comments. So Hitch has been great, and he just hit us up. I mean, he came out to us the first week we were doing a live show and just said, hey, guys, I'm really a fan of the show. Would love to get involved in some way, and we talked to him a little bit. He's like, hey, I'm into social media. Hitch has been helping to promote the show during the show, so when you see the clips on our Twitter feed during the broadcast, that's that's Hitch. When you see clips in the newsletter, that's Hitch. He just shot us an email and said, basically, how can I follow up on our conversation at the bar? I would love to go and work with you guys. We're like, yeah, just run some social for us. It's what he wanted to do. He's been great at it. We've loved having Hitch on the team. and he's made a lot of funny clips, so it's been awesome. So shout out to Hitch. And yeah, like I mean, I went to college, like I went to Fordham, and it's a big communication school, and there's a lot of broadcasting people that went to Fordham. But you know what? Let me tell you something. I didn't learn a damn thing about broadcasting that I'm doing now that I learned at Fordham. Nothing. Zilch. Zero. It was all theory. It was
same
all
for the kids that went to Syracuse. When I was growing up, the same kids that went to the Northwestern for their journalism degrees, or to USC, or to Dallas scored another touchdown. That's good for them.
Yeah, and the Eagles had a pick earlier, but it doesn't matter.
And honestly, this. You guys should do a bar tour of the Eastern PA of all the different bars that are on there with the Eagle Strongholds. That is the goal.
Mm-hmm.
That is the absolute goal. When we started this, we wanted to go to every little bird's nest that was possible. That was one of the things right before leaving WIP and doing all that. That was a one big idea that we had, was trying to take a tour bus around and just going and like finding all these great spots, whether it was in PA or Kansas City. We didn't care. It's something we really want to do. It's just gonna go. I know someone's done it on Google. They've mapped out all the bird bars across the United States. Let's check them all off by the time that this podcast is done.
Yeah,
hopefully in like 25 years we can say that, or 10 or 5 or whatever, however long it takes. But yeah, that is definitely in one of the plans somewhere in the future, of just at least once a year. Let's go. Like, what do you guys think of this? Actually, I think someone should nominate where we go based on its reputation.
I like that.
Let's just go and see. Like, I would love to do that, because there was this place. Let me tell you, in LA, I was there for 6 years, and I needed some of that Philly vibe. And there was this place called Big Wang's on Hollywood and Highland.
Wait, it was called what?
Big Wang's. I don't think it exists anymore, but maybe it did. But we called it Bird's
Well, they
Nest
still
West.
do.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And they're not hard to find. But
but that is, there was probably like 1 million people there from Philadelphia, that we would be there every Saturday, 9:30 a.m., watching West Coast football, yelling at everybody. And I miss that element, because, like, people are just, we're all from Philly and not from Philly. And as a kid that like moved around all over the place, it was just, it's good to have. This community fucking rocks. That's all I'm trying to say. Awesome.
Dude, it's insane. And like, growing up in it, I didn't fully appreciate how different it was in Philly compared to everybody else, because it just felt normal. That was all I ever lived. It was all I ever saw, but that diehard crowd, it is a real thing. And for all the other cities and teams, it's not the same. I mean, even people as I would be wearing Eagles gear growing up and in college and all that stuff, walking around, people didn't yell much at me like, "Hey, Birds suck." You know what I mean? Like, maybe if we were playing the Giants that week, a New York person, because I was in New York at Fordham, like, maybe they would say something to me, but it wasn't a lot. But I mean, if you're an Eagles fan, you see people wearing other shit, you're like, "Yo, Raiders suck." You know what I mean? Like, it's just it's just such a different animal, and it's awesome. So yeah, if we can get to other bars around the country and meet people, like, I would love to do that. That would be, honestly, like, that's the goal for sure. Like John
100%.
said. Yeah.
And, random person on YouTube, I don't see you guys get like a crazy amount of views and stuff, but I always enjoy the streamers and being able to give my feedback to you guys. Yeah, and that's the point. And I don't even really know if this is like, who cares about how many? It's about you guys being here, and that's all that's important to us. Like, I would rather just run with this crew for what do we got for years, if that's all it is. We don't care. That's why it's everyone's sandbox,
Yeah.
And that's the direct feedback that we're looking for. That. What do you guys want to see more? Like, this is your broadcast too. It's the point of it. Like, we'll try anything. I think this is fun.
Yeah, that's the thing, dude. This is so much fun for us. Like, again, this is what we've wanted to do. Like, I was talking to John before we went live today, and like, look, this week I feel like crap. John feels like crap. We still want to
utter
do
dog
this.
shit. But this, I couldn't pass this up because it's so much fun.
It's fun. I mean,
so
look, we're to react during the game and interact with you guys. It's so much fun, man. This is so cool. Like, this is.
Grab some water too, by the way.
Go ahead. I've been drinking number 3. Dana's been doing a great job of just like, she literally picked up my can a couple of minutes ago. I was like, "Is this is pretty empty? You want another one?" Just kind of like signing at me, and I was like, "Yes, please." So she's the best. And this is can number 3 for me. But yeah, like, to be able to meet with you guys and to meet you at the bars or out and about, or have the conversations on Twitter and Discord and the text line, and here is just like, it's the coolest thing ever. We're so lucky to do this. And the fact that you guys all tune in each week or pop in here and there when you can is amazing. So yeah, like if when it comes to viewership and all that, part of it is, as much as we've been around in broadcasting for a while and in different forms and all that kind of stuff, like this is new. Bell and the Birdmen started in August. Like this is a brand new thing. We know this is going to take work. We didn't even know if
this live stream thing was going to work too, but like it's so much fun now. It's going to be a part of everything we do.
Yeah, and like we're
oh my God, Andre Dillard's down now.
Oh crap.
I mean, not that's, everybody's going to go, oh, it's a difference, but still.
No, it's a backup tackle. He's your next tackle off the bench. So yeah, it's not great.
Yep.
Yeah. But going back to it again, it's just like we're going to keep making tweaks with all this stuff too. Like the off season's coming, guys. Like we hit this season like a bullet train. And we're going to tweak a lot of stuff. We're upgrading our studio like crazy. And part of that is like literally when we talk about donations and like every dollar going to the operation, that's true. Like I don't take money home from the donations. I haven't done that. We're not doing it. Like it's, hey, we need new cameras. We got a green screen in the studio. We upgraded our computer.
Yeah.
All this different stuff. So like literally all we're doing is putting everything into making this cooler and more fun. And we want to get more people involved and pay them to work with us because it's hard work. And we don't ever want everybody just running around and exhausting themselves in that same grind that we went through going through it. Yeah. So for you guys to support us again, it's just been awesome. Thank you for all the support, and we think the views will come, and the listens are there.
And and trying to figure out a way where we can kind of like loop people in, maybe for 3 or 4 minutes at a time, and things like that. And it doesn't matter who you are, if you're on just being an Eagles fan, if you're on Twitter, if you're on Twitch, if we're doing whatever. So that's something we want to work on in the off season.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna be we're talking about a lot of different ideas for the off season. By the way, like a lot of different stuff. We got to figure out what exactly we want to go and execute, but. We got a lot of stuff floating around. And again, like John said a couple of minutes ago, if you guys have certain ideas for us, pitch them. Like if you got ideas or stuff that you go, hey, I like when you guys do this, you should do that more, or I'm not a big fan of this. Like, let us know. Again, we're doing the show for you guys. You're here, you're watching it, you're listening. Like if you're here all the time, we'd love to, you know what I mean? Like you're here all the time. Let us know what you think. So you know where to hit us. You can find us on Discord. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on, anywhere, wherever you're watching us right now. Just shoot us a message, man. Let us know.
Absolutely. I think, man, 7 fucking minutes left in this game.
Dude, I know. Minshew's still in the game, by the way, so I don't like that. I don't like that he's still playing. Like, why?
Do I? Neither
maybe,
do I.
And maybe it's one of those things where Minshew wants the snaps.
It's very possible, too.
He's just like, no, I'm going to finish this game. I'm going to try to score as much as I can.
Yeah, let's get to the rust off before the playoffs. That's, appreciate that, random person. Loves what we're doing. Really means it. Appreciate that.
Thank you, man.
Means a ton to us too. Yeah, it's so crazy. And Jalen Reagor is still on the field. Should pretty much tell you everything you need to know.
That's crazy. That is pretty telling, dude. That they can say whatever they want about him. Oh God, Minshew got hit as he threw that ball spinning sideways. Okay, that's good. Wow. Yeah, so long story short, folks, if you haven't been able to watch the game, there's been a lot of scoring lately from Dallas. The Eagles have been pretty awful in this second half. They haven't put up a point, I don't think, in this second half. Or one touchdown? I don't know. It's but they've been terrible this half. The defense is awful. The secondary in particular is just really bad. Milton Williams has looked good. Milton Williams a bright spot today. Huntley is a bright spot today. Gainwell had a couple of good carries. And really the backup offensive line as a whole, I thought for the most part, they got crushed on certain plays, but like it's a whole backup unit. They're going against DeMarcus Lawrence, who's like really damn good. And that's going to happen. I think they've had a really good day today for the offense.
Yeah. I think so too. You showed exactly what you wanted to show in terms of your depth and backups, and the second unit of the offensive line, it's really good, man. You touched on it earlier, but Stoutland getting an MVP nod for this team, certainly it's about that. And man, I've been thinking about next week and how we're going to approach all that stuff. And dude, I'm so ready to be fired up about the playoffs and get rid of the shit. And just like, we're all going to be on the same page. I feel like we had said this on the podcast at one point, but this team does have phenomenal chemistry. Like 2017 type of chemistry. They might not have the talent or the ability to kind of take them wherever they want to go in their minds, but they're going to get there. Nick Sirianni said that about Jalen Hurts this week. and that just got me more excited of just, he's so smart. He's so determined. He's all that. He's going to reach his potential, I think is what he said. And I think this team does somewhere in the next year and a half to 2 years.
Yeah, and I'll say that about Jalen Hurts, and a credit to him, man. Like, that guy, for whatever his ceiling is athletically, physically, he's going to push himself to that limit. There's no doubt. Like, that guy is just such a crazy worker, man. I got all the respect in the world for Hurts. And you might not think that. I know some people probably don't think that because I'm rooting for Russ. It's just like at some point, it's just the talent's better. You know what I mean? It's strictly a talent evaluation. But for the guy, I love the guy, man. Like, he's everything you could ever want in a draft prospect. Holy crap.
And really appreciate this, man. Listening to you guys while I'm out delivering packages all day. It goes by a lot faster. And honestly, you guys are most in touch with the everyday Eagles fan compared to the other pods. Appreciate that too, man.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's why we like talking with you guys. You know what I mean? Like, we're on, like, when we talk about the text thread, when we first put out the text line, which 215-509-5833, that's the text line. We'll put it up on the screen in a second here. But when we put that out there, like, when we first mentioned it on the podcast a couple of months ago, people were like, wait, is this a bot line? And then John would reply and be like, nope, it's me. Hi. And like, people are like, oh shit, I can't believe it's you guys. No, it's like, it's us. Like, we actually are there on the text line. Like, I wake up in the morning and I look at the text line. You know what I mean? It's like, we want to talk with you. We want to know what you're up to. We want to know what you're thinking. If you have interesting theories, sometimes I'll get those things. Like, I'll hear something in the Discord and be like, oh, it's really interesting. Let me put that up as a Twitter poll and see what people say. Like, we want to know what you think about stuff, because that's what this is, right? It's us hanging out. It's us talking about the team, thinking about, should they make this trade or that trade? Are they going to beat this team? Who do you want to see in the playoffs? Like, all that stuff. That's what makes it fun. Talking with you makes it fun. So yes, we want to hear from you guys all the time. That's what makes this good.
Yeah, and we really appreciate not only you, but the Eagles and Cowboys running this one out, because we just went from 7 minutes to 3 minutes and all that. Cowboys fans are already celebrating. I see on Twitter 6-0 against the NFC East. Yay, something to be really, really proud of.
Great work today. Great work, fellas. No, you showed us. Dude, let me tell you again, by the way, because Jason Huntley just took a carry again, and he was going off tackle. He ran into like 4 guys and kept his legs going. That dude is tough. For his
tough.
Skinny, he's small. That is a small dude, but he's stiff-armed a guy like 2 minutes ago. And we were in the middle of something else, so I didn't get into it. But I had like an oh shit kind of reaction, because it was like, damn, man. Like, he's impressive. Like, I totally see it with Huntley. I really like him.
Yeah, me too. Lewis Riddick just said that the Eagles are going to count on Greg Ward to make some postseason plays in the postseason. You believe that?
Yes, Greg Ward. Yes, of course.
Everybody's
dude.
mocking that statement right now. I don't think that he's being funny. Actually, I feel as though someone has told him something.
Well, one, trick plays for sure. They're going to run that again. And the other, like, where have people been the past few weeks? Have you not seen Greg Ward make good plays the last few weeks? What's there to laugh about? Like, I honestly don't know what's funny about that. I didn't even think it's like, I can find funny angles, but I don't see it there.
We just got through, like, Rager and J-Jaw have no value, none whatsoever. And Greg Ward has been the only guy that I could think of that's left besides Quez Watkins. So, probably going to have to make a couple of plays in the playoffs if you're going to be successful and go on a run. I don't think that's a weird statement to make.
Yeah, God forbid a guy who's basically your number 2 wide receiver is going to be expected to make plays in the playoffs. What do you mean? Like, people just undervalue Greg Ward all the time, man. It drives me nuts.
Well, because he's fine. I think everybody tries to force him into, like, he's the next Jason Avant. If he was just, a guy that can make a plays every now and again.
Well, that's what he is. I mean, he should be a number 3 or number 4 wide receiver, depending on the team. Probably more of a 4, but like, he can do the job. That's all you need. Yep. You just need a guy with reliable hands right now with what you got, and that's what he is.
And we got to remember this too. Yeah, and Hitch, good point. Pleased to say that the Eagles don't play next Saturday. It's very possible. Here's the possibilities, just as a reminder, by the way. It's either going to be Saturday at 4:30, Saturday at 8:15. Say 1 o'clock, 4:30, 8:15. That's pretty standard. But the new thing is Wild Card Weekend does have a Monday Night Football game as well. So I would think, I highly doubt if they draw the Bucks, which is probably still a 45% chance here going into the last weekend, you're going to get that is either going to be Sunday night or Monday night. There's no way they're putting Tom Brady on a Saturday.
Yeah. Brady's not going to play Saturday afternoon.
Yeah. If they do, well, here's what they could do. It's not going to be early. So it's either wild card 8:15 on Saturday, but I don't think they do that to Brady. I do believe they get the Sunday night slot or Sunday night slot. That's what I would say. I would say 8:15. 8:15 likely, more than likely Monday night a wild card as well. I could see that happening as well.
Yeah, that would be fun. Dude, extra rest for the Eagles after taking this week off. They'd get another week and another extra day. Like, yeah, I'm good with that. I don't care if Tampa gets extra time. Yeah, but for who? Like, they're a mess. They're a mess, man. Yeah, I'm good with that. Give us the extra night. Let's beat them on Monday night when everything else is settled and embarrass Brady. Let's go.
Ryan Dunleavy from NJ.com also pointing this out, which is hilarious. The Cowboys,
and there goes Hank Baskett making his play and getting a touchdown.
There you go, Hank.
Look at Hank on 3rd and 8.
Was that Gardner Minshew touchdown, by the way?
I would assume, yeah, that's Minshew. Future Texans quarterback Gardner Minshew.
Cowboys broke another record tonight, by the way. They had 22 different players score a touchdown this season, and Ryan Dunleavy from NJ.com, who covers the Giants, said the Giants had a total of 23 touchdowns, period. Unbelievable.
Oh, the Giants make me so happy.
Well, with that, as Quez Watkins scores a touchdown, I'm throwing the scarf over the old shoulder. The jacket's going to be next. Vince Quinn, I say we shut this thing on down for the live stream tonight and get ready for some playoffs, baby. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the play. Let's close this one up. And thank you everybody for hanging out with us tonight. This has been so much fun. Even from John feeling like garbage, me feeling like garbage. Honestly, I felt great for this time that we've been live. Like it's just fun. Like I don't think about my nose feeling stuffed up or whatever when I'm doing this. So
this is chicken soup for our soul too. So thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, and we'll still figure out when we'll release. Maybe when we figure out who the Eagles are officially playing. Maybe we'll put out a pod tomorrow, or early Monday. So be on the lookout for that. We'll let you know when we figure it out for sure. But there's no point in doing a real post game on this. And we don't know who they're playing. So yeah, we'll release a formal pod soon. But thanks for listening again tonight. Like me and John haven't caught up in a while. So to run through some of the stuff during the week and all, it's been fun. It's been good catching up with you, pal.
Ooh, we might have scoreagami.
Oh,
let me look this up real quick. Cause I just looked down and didn't realize it's 51-26. Let me just that might be the last highlight of tonight.
Oh well, then it's totally worth it that Dak played now. That's
forget everything we said if we get scoreagami.
Yeah, I mean that's all we're here for is scoreagami, baby.
And if you don't know what scoreagami is, by the way, that's a score that has literally never happened in the NFL. So let me just double check. What was it again? 51-26?
51-26.
We would indeed have scoreagami.
Look at that.
I'm looking at the index right now.
And I would figure 58-26 will also be scoreagami if Dallas scores again. So.
51-26 is not happening. So that's good.
Look at that.
We are how much time we got left?
There's a minute 50. Is Dallas going to kneel? Could they just kneel? They're not going to kneel, are they? Are we going to get Cooper Rush passes at this point? No, they're going to kneel. All right, thank God it's over.
Oh, nice.
We had a fun first half. I'll say that. The first half was great.
51-26, right? That's scoreagami.
Yeah, 51-26. That's going to be official.
Boom. We got a scoreagami out of it, y'all.
Oh, baby.
So we some more history to add on top of that. Man, I guess the broadcast was really bad. I can't wait to rewatch this game. Kind
of. You can do that alone. you tell me about it when it's over.
I think it's scoreagami. Hold on. Did I screw this up? Oh, no, I might have screwed it up. No. Losing team 26. Yeah, 50. It's open.
There we go.
Open. All right. Well, let's go home. You guys go home too. Get
All right.
some rest.
Yep. It's time. See you,
Playoffs,
folks.
baby. Playoffs. We'll see you later. Will the hotkey
Playoffs.
work? Let's see.
Come on,
StreamYard. Yes.
Key.
Bye, guys.
To the
We'll see
key.
you on Monday.
Bye.